Falcon fans, and of course, two black screens? No, it's that boy Bodie 3000 and T Will, former ATL Sports, one time for the fan. You know what's going down in a major way. One time for the fan is live. We are lit. Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, Amazon Podcast. Man, we are outside with it. Hope everybody is feeling good, feeling great. If you don't have one time for the fan on right now, what are you doing? Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button, tag your friends, tell your Falcons family. One time for the fan is here back talking Falcons football. No, we're not at our new time tonight, but it's pretty much our pop-up show, you can say, in a way. Missed the 8 o'clock hour. Big shout out to A1 and Smitty for having on Todd McClure too as well. That was a very interesting show. We want to make sure fans got the best of both worlds when it comes to these podcasts. So big shout out to A1 and Smitty. Of course, big shout out to Berto and Bro Talk too as well. They just finished up not too long ago, and we have one time for the fan here live tonight talking Falcons with T Will, former ATL Sports, one time for the fan. With Bodie 3000. That's Bodie. That's Bodie. People like, where Bodie? That's Bodie. Where he at? T Will, I'm fingering yours right there. Boom. T Will across. Yeah. Big shout out to Bodie 3000. Man, it's going down in a major way. And of course, we cannot start the show without 21 Carrie in the building too as well.
Carrie, baby.
Big shout out to Miss Carrie. One time for the fan is live. Falcon fans. Hope everybody's feeling good, feeling great. Let's go around the table and check the vibes. Let's check the room before we get to the fans in the stands. Miss Carrie, how's everything going on with you, 21 Carrie?
It's going great. Bodie's here. I'm happy to see him here.
Bodie!
Bodie is definitely in the building. I had to send the check. This one cleared. So Bodie is back here with one time for the fan. Big shout to Bodie 3000.
That's a lie. You said you were giving half. And you snipped me on that. It took too long. So, and another thing, I've been here. I ain't been here in a while. I ain't been here in a while on this podcast. You said you was gonna paint these walls. What's going on with that?
Shorted you a couple dollars on the check. Don't cash it till Tuesday, brother. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, subscribe button. Bodie 3000 full proof is in the building. Bodie, how is everything going with you? I know we've haven't had you here talking Falcons on the podcast, but we've talked Falcons with you away from the podcast. So for the fans that do not know you, and for the fans that do know you, let them know who you are, man, and what you represent when it comes to this Falcon fan base, my brother.
Yeah, man, Bodie 3000. 3000 stands for, Andre 3000. I looked up to him growing up. OG host of One Time for the Fan. Current host of 4 Proof podcast with my fellas, Bird and Boo Man. Always One Time for the Fan family. I'm always welcome. Always been around. Just trying to get my life together. Just get everything copacetic. The running a podcast is a big deal. Jack Spade can tell you himself. He's been doing this one strong for almost 4 years now. How long? It's been
almost there. Yeah, man, we've been there
it's
for
crazy
a minute,
that we started this thing and
right.
And where it is now, man, it's 4 years. It's crazy to say. See how time goes by so fast. But grateful to be back. I'm gonna be here like I never left. So it's all good. We here.
Hey, man, it's good to hear from Bodie 3000 again on the podcast. Miss Carrie is in the building. 21 Carrie. I know she might get a little savage tonight because Baker Mayfield sure did. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. Of course, Kevin Stefanski getting his staff together, too, as well. Big shout out to Matt Ryan and what he's got going on as the new president of football operations. But, of course, we can't get to that before we get to T Will, former ATL Sports, one time for the fan. T Will, how's everything going for you, sir?
Hey, man, the gang's all here. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, man, the Avengers are back together. You know what I mean? The 4. Let's go. Let's go, man. Super excited. Bodie, welcome back, man. Bodie, I typically have questions. So I have a question for you because I've been wondering this.
All right.
you made a bit of a pivot from, I don't want to say a pivot, but kind of a pivot to like from a sports show to a show about the culture of Atlanta. Can you talk about what that transition? Because let me tell you something, Bodie, you are running this thing. You are getting subscribers left and right. You're out here killing it. What did you discover that made you pivot to the 404 show?
Well, I think the biggest thing I discovered, which was a goal of mine, even before I even started on One Time for the Fan, was I just wanted to get my voice out there. I wanted to get the voice of my peers and myself out there to really express, like say what people need to hear. I consider myself a very opinionated individual. Yeah, even Jack Spade will tell you how opinionated I am because the goddamn roofs ain't been changed out yet. Let me calm down. Bring it back. Bring it back. All right, all right. But yes, from starting on the sports podcast, then migrating over to the culture and just everything entertainment type whatever. It's been a journey. Like it's been an interesting one too. I mean, we've evolved and we on like episode 18. I think we'll be shooting that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And even through 18 episodes, we tried things, we switched it up. It's just finding the footing is the most important thing. So
Yes.
and just enjoying it, man. I don't care. Honestly, if we didn't gain another subscriber, I'm not saying that, go for proof on YouTube.
Shit.
If we didn't gain another subscriber, it'll just be me kicking it with my fellas and just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we could ever ask for. We said in the beginning, it could not grow, but the whole thing is we enjoy coming over here. We enjoy, sipping a little bit and just talking like we in the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, just enjoy what you're talking about. Enjoy what you're doing. And I know that you, Terry, and I know you got for my ATL franchise. So
The brand is branding itself, bro.
the brand is strong. My guy ain't seen a T-shirt yet. You're slipping.
You know what? That's my next step, man. And Carrie and Jack are going to help me with my ATL drive-through. So
yeah, hey, I'll be on there listening to that damn theme song you got, late night vibes. Yeah, that shit. Yeah. Oh.
He got a band.
He
got background singers. Got background dancers.
Dude singing in the beginning. Ooh, I was like, Terry, is that you singing? Ooh.
Hell no.
Modern day Tevin Campbell right there. Boy. He turned into Tevin Campbell.
Don't do. Can we not talk? Don't do that.
What did they do behind the music with T Will a couple years from now? They gonna be like, T Will, tell us about that.
No. So, Bodie, let me ask you this. You mentioned this before we went on air. We were backstage talking, and you said, because we were talking about some of our topics, and you said, no, guys, save it for the show. It's got to be organic, right? So I'm guessing authentic reactions are a big part of your show and how you put it together. Can you talk through that and just talk about what are you trying to do with this show? What's your ultimate goal? And just kind of tell us about it if you don't mind.
And tell us how you got Bird to wear a shirt for copyright strikes on YouTube. Because usually he's in some type of AC Slater type muscle type shirt. Like he's getting ready to go wrestle Yokozuna.
Slater from Saved by the Bell?
Look,
is that what you did?
Look, you're one to talk about people's attire. When I see that ATL hat, or I see a Falcons hat on, or that Atlanta Braves hat on. But one thing I never see is that dome, that chrome dome you got, and you hide it on purpose.
I do.
But I know where you work.
I do.
And I seen you shine that thing up real nice. I seen you shine it up real nice. So,
ha ha ha. You got a big ass head. I try to hide it.
Damn. Yeah, just cut the sides off. It's over, buddy. Anyway, back to T Will's question. Organic reactions to different things is important. It just means more. I like for that shock value of that. Y'all gonna see in the with like a couple episodes in the hole right now. But y'all see in a couple episodes, y'all will see the one where Bird says some off the fucking wall stuff, and it's just like we over here about to die with trying to keep our composure. That's real, because if he would have talked about that and he was said he was gonna say it, it wouldn't have been an authentic, true. You
Yeah,
wouldn't have
it
felt
wouldn't
it.
have been. Yeah.
Yeah. So keeping that organic uh, reaction is very important to me. And the ultimate goal for the show um, is pretty much I just want to get a message out of even anybody. I know a lot of the way it seems, even in the way I'm doing it, it seems like everybody's starting a podcast, blah, blah, blah. You hear that. People will tell you it's oversaturated. People will sit here and say, oh, it's just diluted. Oh, but those are the same people who won't try. Those
Mhm.
same people who are scared and they're using those excuses not to do nothing. It's not oversaturated. Just like, people are scared to go and get some money. Okay, it's enough for everybody if
Well,
you
90
want it.
percent of folks who start podcasts don't even finish the second episode.
Yeah,
So
Mm.
I'm saying that they don't even make it to
everybody's
episode 3.
surprising, but they don't go through it because of the process. And you and I
Yes.
both know what it is. Jack knows. We all know. Look, it's tough when you're starting out, man. It is tough. But
Absolutely.
anyway,
Yeah.
hey,
Bodie
Bodie.
Bodie knows because we started that podcast one time years ago when we was 4 or 5 hours in on the first draft night episode, and we was like, how do we fill this space when we got nothing to talk about? The Falcons don't make a pick for another hour and 27 minutes, and it's like,
Yeah.
what time of day
Yeah.
is it? What's the weather looking like outside? Well,
Yeah. Then
who's we started making jokes and all the other type of stuff, but sure
then
enough, it
then
panned out to
uh
be something good though.
then Jack got up and started singing and shit. We almost
Shit.
cut it off.
Oh man, I need that episode. I need that.
No, we don't need that one. We don't need that one. I
You
know
know,
what we do
Jack,
need.
hey, Jack is quick to erase an episode if you don't like it. So that one probably doesn't even exist anymore. If he
I
did.
remember that time my mic went south
Oh
and it
my
messed up
god.
everything,
Oh,
and
that was so funny.
the chat started roasting, and I was like,
Oh,
okay, delete, delete, delete. We're not using this one.
what
It's
he
I
not gonna
know.
doesn't
fly.
know is I have a copy of it. Now I've done so many damn shows I can't find it, but I have a copy of that show.
Yeah.
I
I know
know
T
I have.
Will, I know your hard drive. I know you like 8 hard drives in now. You probably got
Yeah,
like a
man,
thousand
it's
damn
bro,
shows that you
it's
done
a
did.
lot, man.
I
It's
know one thing
Yeah.
we do need to save though. We need to save Jeff Ulbrich, man, because he's going to be in the building here with the Atlanta Falcons for the next couple of years.
No, what they call him, Brick?
Brick. Big shout out to Ulbrich, man. I don't know who's going to be cutting the beard faster. It's going to be him or Kevin Stefanski. It was funny watching that video today. That was the first thing Kevin told him when he walked up to him, like, hey, man, somebody got to cut the beard. Carrie, one time for the fan, how is everything going with you when it comes to Jeff Ulbrich uh, being named as the defensive coordinator still here in Atlanta for the next couple of years? That was one of the biggest things about the coaching process. I'm sure some fans had questions about would Ulbrich leave if there's going to be a new head coach? Was he going to take offers from other teams? Of course, the Falcons was already starting to block that. And of course, people was wondering with a head coach coming in, does he want Jeff Ulbrich here? But it looks like the Falcons will be keeping Jeff Ulbrich in the building. Carrie, are you excited for Jeff Ulbrich, for Brick, to stay with the Atlanta Falcons?
Yeah, 100%. I'm really happy that he's staying. I pretty much had a great feeling that he was going to stay because, like I've said on previous shows, you're not going to come in as a new head coach to a new organization after your owner just said, I'm going to highly recommend you keep this guy. You're going to be like, yeah, no, I'm not keeping this guy. Even though he said you should see your choice. Like, no, you're not going to go against the owner. So I'm glad that Ulbrich stayed. I think it's well deserved. I don't want to lose him. Um, After what he did with the rookie class, what he did with the pass rush, and shout out to Nate Ali as well. Um, yeah, I'm really happy he's gonna stay. And another thing I'm really happy about is that we're gonna have the same exact defensive coordinator for the first time since Dean Pease was here in 2021-2022 season.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really looking forward to that because we have had a new defensive coordinator every year since Dean Pease was gone. So I'm looking forward to that continuity.
I mean, just looking at what Jeff Ulbrich has done with players like Jalen Walker, players like James Pierce Jr., Xavier Watts, even Billy Bowman before he got injured. Of course, even seeing Brandon Dorlus come to light too as well from what we saw in the previous year with Brandon Dorlus when fans was worrying about, his on-field snap count and where is he going to be coming in the following years. A couple players we're still looking at to see what Jeff Ulbrich can work with. I think Braylon Trice might be coming back into the mix here soon. Troy Anderson. What is going on with Troy Anderson? If Jeff Ulbrich can find him, hopefully he can put him on the field and see what's going on because he could have helped out in some situations that we needed this year when J.D. Bertram was definitely getting the short end of the stick. So D. Alford and this defense that just Jeff Ulbrich was able to put up some interesting numbers. Of course, we did not make the playoffs, but I think fans were super excited with the defense, seeing where we came from the year before with a guy like Jimmy Lake, Bodie 3000, Jeff Ulbrich back in the building for 3 more years. You've talked defense and offense on this show, man. So I just got to find out from your opinion as a Falcon fan. Jeff Ulbrich is that the DC that you would love to have here in Atlanta, or was it somebody else in mind?
I think it made sense for all those young cats on defense to keep in that same scheme that made them so successful to get all those sacks last year. To change it up on them, to bring in another guy would have been cheating them, if you ask me. Like that's a lot to ask for young guys to switch up everything that had them damn near leading the league in sacks, second in the league in sacks. To switch it up, like he made a great case to stay. And for Stefanski, it made a great case for him to, be okay with it, be all aboard about it. So, um, changing Ulbrich and his scheme out wouldn't have made sense to me. I'm glad they able to come up with a deal, and Stefanski welcome on board. And he know what they did last year. I'm sure they talked in their interviews that they recommended him to stay. And shoot, you can't dispute the numbers. Like, I expect us to be right back up there again. Like the defense, probably total age of the defensive players is like 25 and under. Most of them, like the average age is probably like under 25. So
Right.
yeah, they're looking good. So there's no reason. It was no reason to change the defensive coordinator. Don't change the system. That's just like messing up players and
Right.
their continuity.
I mean, you saw some of the stats from some of these guys. James Pierce Jr. to see what he was able to do. I know some fans has probably been mentioning, well, we don't have a first round draft pick this year. Well, James Pierce Jr. Pretty much took that position from last year when they traded back up for him, and of
Why was that
course,
so hard for people to understand? Well, now you don't hear too much chatter about that now because these damn so-called dumbasses who sitting here saying, "Oh, they got your pick." If it was top 5, top 10, they would have been just all over it. But they realized that a rookie that we traded at pick 4 got 10 sacks, so they shut the fuck up now. So they ain't
right,
got nothing to say
right.
about anything. You don't hear that chatter now. Now they want to find another thing to talk about, which is Stefanski, which that was a whole nother thing. I know y'all talked about that already, and all the fans and backlash for Stefanski and all that, but they they're just one track minded. Like you got to think beyond. You got to dig in the weeds. There's people just not doing any research about that. Even everybody from celebrities to just people like the GMs on the couch, just not doing any research. So I would
I
leave it
know
there.
I know we doing our research here on One Time for the Fan because we wanted Jeff Ulbrich here, and we don't even know the extent of what these questions were asked in the interviews. Uh, T. Will, when it comes to Matt Ryan talking to Clint Kubiak, Matt Ryan talking to Jeff Halfley, Matt Ryan talking to Vance Joseph, Anthony Weaver, Antonio Pierce, because everybody's going to give a different outlook of what they can do for the Atlanta Falcons, who they're going to bring in, what they're going to change up. And for Matt Ryan and the crew, I'm sure they'll probably be looking at what they want to keep in Atlanta. Jeff Ulbrich being one of those guys. And the Hawks just won by 2. Make sure the Hawks beating the Memphis Grizzlies. True to Atlanta. You know we love our Atlanta sports. But it was big for them to keep Jeff Ulbrich. Now that he's in the building here, T. Will, we're getting the staff together on the defensive side of the ball. I still want to see what they do with Nate Ali. I'm hearing he's getting some interest from some other teams. Haven't heard too much about Jerry Gray, the linebackers coach, and some other people. Of course, Dwayne Ledford is going to be out the building too as well, O-line coach, because we're bringing in Bill Callahan. But T. Will, let's start with Jeff Ulbrich, and then you can also work into Tommy Pease or Tommy Rees. Is it Tommy Rees? Tommy Pease? I don't want to mess up his name. Tommy Rees. Tommy Rees. Tommy Rees is in the building now.
Son or something.
I was getting ready to get the Dean Pease family, but Tommy Rees is in the building as the OC.
Shout out to April Thomas.
What? April Thomas in here? Oh gosh, here we go. Already cracking jokes. Craig was in here cracking jokes earlier too as well. I don't think I didn't see it, Craig. But the chat is live and the chat is lit. The fans in the stands. We're gonna do our questions from the chat tonight too as well. So get your questions ready, chat. And definitely, jump into the conversation as we talk about Jeff Ulbrich being here in Atlanta for the next couple years, helping out with Zach Robinson. Oh Lord, don't let me get to that. Oh God, please, no.
Hey.
Helping out with
He got a
Kevin.
second interview, right? Y'all know he got a second interview with Tampa.
He does have a second interview with Tampa. Hopefully, the Bucks fans.
Hopefully he goes there and shits up their offense.
So anybody in the Bucks organization watching this podcast, Zach Robinson is a great guy. You guys are gonna love him. I mean, he's the greatest offensive coordinator you have ever seen in your entire life.
I love Zach.
God, we love Zach Robinson.
Bitty bitty bum bum.
Shit, T. Will, God, Bodie. Jeff Ulbrich in the building. Bill Callahan also in the building too as well. And Tommy Rees. So Kevin Stefanski already getting his staff together, and there's still 2 weeks left of football with the AFC and NFC championship game coming up. Pro Bowl, of course, too, as well, which has now turned into like a flag football Olympics type of thing. And then, of course, you have the Super Bowl following that too as well. But T. Will, let us know your thoughts on just Zach. What do I keep saying, Zach? Kevin Stefanski.
Somebody cut his mic, bro.
Okay, you know what? Okay.
Somebody cut his mic.
I don't know.
He's trying to manifest Zach Robinson back in 2026.
I don't know. I don't know why I keep saying Zach. Kevin Stefanski setting up his staff, T. Will. How are you feeling about it? Any concerns? What is your level of energy when it comes to the staff?
The dude he mows the grass with is named Zach too. That's what it is.
Don't get Craig started, Bodie.
Y'all be riding buddies. Riding
I don't know
buddies.
if you know Craig in the chat. Craig gonna be like, "Hey, this Bodie guy, cracking jokes on Jack. I like this Bodie guy."
He brings Jack Gatorade, Bodie.
Yeah, Zach a good dude, man. I get it. Yeah. Your boy Zach, he bring you cucumber Gatorades.
Yeah, that's it. No, in all seriousness, man, excited to see Brick back. As far as the staff, so I heard from a bird, to quote the great Jack Spade, I heard from a bird that Stefanski will call plays. So more than likely, Tommy Rees will be putting together game plans, and they'll work together. They'll collaborate, but I think Stefanski will call plays, which I personally feel better about. So I think that's going to be okay. As far as Brian Callahan, I mean, legendary offensive line coach. What's not to like? You know what I mean? Got a couple of Hall of Famers under his tutelage. Ron, get another joke, man. Please. Can you? Please. Let's work on it. I tell you what. I'll be back.
Don't turn into G Will. Don't turn into G Will.
I'm not gonna do it. I'll be back here Friday, Ron. You got 2 days to work on your material, okay? Because you've told that joke like 50 times in a row, bro. I'm just kidding, Ron. I'm just kidding. Please find another joke. But I think I think it's good, man. Again, we have an experienced head coach. We have an experienced offensive coordinator. He should get the most out of Bijan Robinson. From my understanding, they like to feature players, and they have the ability to scheme for players. One thing that I realized last year watching our beloved Atlanta Falcons is that we did not adjust well offensively at halftime. So we might score 20 points before half, come out and score 6 or 9, or best case 10 in the second half. And it's going to be interesting to see what Stefanski can do with this offense. What can he do with Drake? What can he do with Bijan? Who else are they going to bring in? So very interested about that, and looking forward to see what we can accomplish. So, hey, man. Yeah, Jack, up to you.
I'm excited about this coaching staff. I think the one concern that fans probably have is Tommy Rees, which if we get some, clarity next week from Kevin Stefanski in this press conference as to who will be the play caller, I think Atlanta media is going to be giving the questions that fans want to hear next week. I'm just hoping that Kevin Stefanski doesn't come with these coaching corporate answers. I want to hear it straight from coach. Who's calling the plays next week? Of course, some roster moves. Not going to give away the formula of what he's getting ready to do, but there's some salary cap situations that fans are going to be looking into. They're not going to be talking all about the Cleveland Browns and what he did back there and what's going to be, the difference maker to him being over here in Atlanta. But I want some of the Falcons media to ask the right questions so that with the fans who's taking notes and, wanting to hear from Kevin Stefanski on, a personal level of what he can do with this offense, what he can do with Bijan Robinson, what he's going to be doing with Drake London. The Kyle Pitts question is still up in the air too as well. So we have some time to answer some of those free agency, draft situation too as well, which is coming up in a couple of months. But I just don't want him to go in there with the yes man answers next week. Of course, the press conference is scheduled for the 27th, Kerry, next week? I think it is.
27th.
The 27th. So I think all fans will be tuned into that too as well. Even some Cleveland Browns fans will probably be tuned in because they don't have a coach. And apparently a lot of people who keep going in for interviews with Cleveland Browns don't want to coach them either.
They don't want to go there. They don't want to go there. Mike McDaniel could have been their head coach. He said specifically he don't want to go there. McDonald, whatever his name. What's the Dolphins' old coach?
Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, Mike McDaniel. Yeah.
Go to the Chargers.
He declined to go there. They probably would have offered him the job, and he declined to go there because that's how much of a shit fire.
It looks like they're promoting within, most likely. That's the rumor.
They probably
they'll take the job.
Because nobody else will go there because it's a
matter of fact, promoting from within. Maybe for you Shadur fans, he can be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
Stop it.
Just want to just put that out there.
Oh, you ask most people, and they want Shadur to be traded here.
And that's stupid. Crazy that's just.
Are we thinking with our head?
He's not from Atlanta. We're talking Falcons.
Anybody who wants to trade for Shadur doesn't know football, and you clearly don't watch the Browns.
You don't.
You clearly don't.
And be insulted because it's the truth. This shit ain't happening. We're not trading for Shador. We ain't trading for Gabriel.
I don't care. Let me tell you something.
It's good for likes and clicks and views and stuff on social media.
I don't care if they are offended because you need to know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Go back to watching Real Housewives of Atlanta or whatever the hell you do because you clearly don't watch football.
Right.
And what agitates
if you're offended, good.
He's so offended that you go and do your research before you open your mouth. But here's my thing.
G-Will is on fire, Kerry. For those of you that know, G-Will's been going crazy.
I read this tweet today, and it pissed me off. Mm-hmm. And I try not to get pissed off, but it pissed me off.
Were you pissed off like Baker Mayfield when he read D-Led's tweet? Or
not even that. Maybe a little bit. Which we'll get to that. But it basically said, it was a tweet that said, Atlanta needs a coach that fits the culture. What is that culture? Losing? Is that what it is? You want him to swag surf on the sideline? You want him to eat lemon pepper chicken wings? Like, shut up.
So
shut up.
You mentioned tweets and culture.
No.
T-Will. Go in.
Go in. On this. Whoever wrote that, whoever you are, never write an article again. Never post again, because you, my friend, are everything wrong with Atlanta. Everything. We have been out of the playoffs for 8 years in a row. Okay? And the stuff you guys are talking about is just stupid. Like, I want to name you guys white men can't jump because black men would rather look pretty and lose than look ugly.
Hear this guy?
Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear anything about culture. The only culture I care about is winning. I am sick and tired of hearing about 28-3 from New England assholes every time I go to the bar. I want to win. I want a championship.
He was at the bar?
You're buying drinks at the bar?
My point.
What are you drinking?
My point is this. That is the reason we Atlanta Falcons are losers, because of idiots like this who have no idea what football is, who probably don't even watch the Falcons, but you want your 15 minutes on your wall of fame, and you post this, the Falcons we should do something for the culture. Shut your mouth. Shut it.
They want a coach. They want a coach who not only dances at halftime to Jeezy performing,
we have that,
but goes to Magic City after the game.
Jack. They can go watch.
Hey, Jack.
High school football. They can. Look it. I'm 55 years old. I want to see a Super Bowl. I want to see us win it before I die. Okay. I don't want to hear this. We need a coach that fits our culture. Shut up, people. Just
Everybody.
shut up.
You know, Magic City is like less than 3 miles from the Benz, though.
Good for them.
Who cares?
And guess what? You can still go, right? And all you assholes, and I meant what I said, all you assholes who just want to see the culture, just don't watch the game. Just go to Magic. You probably don't watch the game anyway. Okay, you got your 15 minutes.
I ain't gonna lie. If you're at Magic City, who's watching the game? You shouldn't be watching the game at Magic City.
It's so funny.
Shut up and move on.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine the year we made the Super Bowl in 2017. Over half of those people who supported the team were ready to jump on it, like they've been there the whole fucking time. I'm sure it was like some fair weather shit. That's the type of people we're dealing with here, who think they know everything. They watch from a window. They window shop the Falcons, and they see they're doing good. Then my Falcons. Oh, you see more Falcon gear. You see a Falcon flags on the goddamn car and shit. Man, those are the people we were talking to, Tidwell, and they're stuck in their ways.
Bodie, you couldn't buy a T-shirt during that Super Bowl run right there. Everybody was buying up the gear and sitting on the corners of Stone Mountain, Lithonia Road, and Covington Highway, selling everything. You couldn't go to a Sports Academy. You couldn't go to Target. You couldn't go to Walmart. You couldn't go to Fanatic. You couldn't go to no store and find no Falcon gear.
Go to fucking Seattle when they were ass cheeks and they were ass, and people still rocking Seattle shit. People still doing it.
Yeah,
that's the difference. That's what we're dealing with right now. So these people, you speak of, T. Will, I say that I second everything you said.
Right.
But these are some stubborn mofos.
I'm sick of them. I am because you guys. Any idiot who believes you're a loser. You're the kind of guy that goes to a football game and says, "Home run." Get your beer, sit your ass down, and shut up.
Oh, wow.
Good
Shout
Lord.
out to Monte Carlo, our friend Monte Carlo in the chat. He would have been on a 10
Clip this shit.
Just throw the Barstool deal at the table.
You have no
Goodbye,
idea.
Barstool.
Look at Monte Carlo's comment. Like, shout out to him. You have no idea. We call him G Will, actually.
Because guys,
he dropped the F-bomb like 5 times earlier.
That was a private chat. Look, I didn't do that.
Look at Jack talking about throw the bar stool. Go ahead and say it, Jack.
Just rip the Barstool contract up. There it goes.
Here you go. Go ahead and say I say it for you. These comments do not reflect the one time for the fuck that. I
And we'll
reflect.
be
They
back.
reflect me.
We'll be back with a quick commercial break from one time for the fan.
I did not drop an
Fuck
F-bomb.
out of here. They reflect me.
Let me tell you something.
You're dumb. These people who think like that, you're dumb. I'm
I
sorry. You're
here's
football
my
dumb.
thing, right? Here's
Might
my
be a sprite person, but you're
here's
dumb.
my thing. Here's my thing. I've played sports all my life. I've won 5 championships. Three in
wow.
football.
He bringing up the rings now.
I
What?
had three in football, 2 in baseball.
Oh,
And
okay.
you know what we had in common? We didn't try to be pretty. We went out and played. We went out and did fundamentals.
I saw tape of your highlights too, T-Will. You was cutting up out there.
I know you did, sir. I know you did. But let me tell you something.
Gosh.
Winning cures everything, right? Give this man a chance. You guys are talking about superficial stuff that has nothing to do with winning. I don't give a damn if he wears a hairpiece. I don't care if he has no swag or swagalicious or swagoo or whatever. You know what I care about? I care about winning. I care about X's and O's. I care about the damn field goal kicker being able to make it through. I care about our offense being on the field long enough that our defense can rest and go from top 20 to top 15. If you want to have those conversations, fine. But all this other mess, shut up and get back to your regularly scheduled Real Housewife of Atlanta show. Thank you.
Look, what do these people talking about? We need a cultured quarterback. I don't know. Is that code for black or is that code for just a cool ass white dude who know how to swag surf? It could be older. It could go either way. But my thing is that they are so superficial when it comes to that shit. It's irrelevant. Like you said, it is irrelevant. We should not even be on that shit. Let these armchair motherfuckers, GMs, stay where they at. And that's the thing. I saw somebody speak on that today. They said exactly what you said. The culture. Y'all talking about getting somebody for the culture, but maybe we need somebody who's not for the culture. Maybe they need to bring their own fucking culture in Atlanta and fucking shake shit up. Because there ain't no winning culture. You talk about the culture. The culture is a losing fucking culture.
I go with the term. I go with the sense of I'm trusting in what Matt Ryan has going on. I'm nowhere near the level of football knowledge and expertise that Matt Ryan has. And I can tell you right now, when he did these interviews and he went over his coaching process of who he wants to bring in, and even looking at the Clint Kubiak situation, don't forget the Dolphins and the Titans also interviewed Clint Kubiak too as well. Why didn't they wait for Clint Kubiak? So for fans that's coming as Kevin Stefanski in that sense, teams are going to move forward with how they want to move forward. And of course, Matt Ryan taking the early step after the Giants took their early step to go get a head coach, because some fans believe, oh, we should have went and got this guy, or we should have went and got that quarterback. That's just not the way it works sometimes. They don't just look at every tweet on social media and say, you know what? J-Dog X3 seems to be right. Let's go ahead and bring J-Dog in and run with his tweet. Matt Ryan didn't do that. Matt Ryan actually took his name off of a tag tweet when somebody was complaining to him the other day about why we got Kevin Stefanski.
Just complaining. He was
Matt Ryan. He took his name. Somebody tagged Matt Ryan in a tweet. I forget what celebrity it was, but he untagged himself. He was like, "Don't tag me in this shit. I don't have time for it." And I trust what Matt Ryan got going on, and that's why the GM interviews is going down. They're trying to get the entire staff together because it's time to play football in a matter of months. It's time to get the guys back in there for voluntary workouts. And I'm telling you right now, they're not wasting any days. It was just great to see Jeff Ulbrich even at the building. It was great to see a lot of these Falcons staff inside the building at Flowery Branch when Jeff Ulbrich came in there earlier today. So big shout out to Jeff Ulbrich, big shout out to the staff, big shout out to what Maggie T is saying. Shout out to Maggie T, Auntie Pam, DSGB Hall, everybody in the chat. The Falcons will kick off their GM interviews tomorrow, sitting down with Texans assistant GM James Lipford and Steelers assistant GM Andy Weidel. Don't forget Josh Williams is still at the top of the list. Don't forget Ian Cunningham is still at the top of the list too as well. Both of them being knocked out of the playoffs. Now the Falcons can go ahead and make that move. Personally, I think,
interviews?
huh?
When are their interviews?
Well, don't forget they met with them about the president of football operations. Who's to say they didn't ask them any GM type of questions? I
No,
think Ian
I
had a
saw it today.
GM interview with the president of football operations too as well. I could have sworn that's what I heard, but
I
could be
think
wrong.
they're bringing in Josh and they're bringing in Ian soon too. I saw those tweets from like Ian Rappaport. So they're gonna interview those guys as well. For the GM position.
I think what the
Hey, they're
Falcons are
dragging
doing
it
right
out a
now.
little bit.
What's up, Carrie?
Maybe Ian Cunningham is not the favorite as much as everyone thought, because
I'll
Buddy
say
Buddy.
this. I'll say
Well,
this.
go ahead, Bodie.
Look, we're the only GM job that's open, so they can turn over every stone in the park to find the right person.
That's
So
true.
I think they're
That's true.
taking their sweet ass time because they're not trying to hurry up and get a GM like they were trying to hurry up and get a coach.
Bodie, you know what I saw though?
But we all
ahead,
thought, Jack, we thought that the GM would be announced on Tuesday during the press conference with Stefanski, but it's not looking that way because Albert Breer also said the interviews will happen over Zoom, those two that you mentioned, and
Right.
he said in-person round of interviews likely next week.
Next week, yeah, he just tweeted out less than an hour ago, which
Damn.
for the Falcons, and it's the funny thing. Remember they interviewed all those people for the president of football operations, and we figured that's Matt Ryan's job. Why would they be interviewing these people? Same thing for the head coaches. Like they're doing all their research when then that Kevin Stefanski rumors was going on for about a week. And then the dude from the Giants had tweeted out after they got Harbaugh. And then a couple other reporters started to pick it up. I think Sleeper app, Bodie, you know about the Sleeper app. They started to pick that up. Becomes the fan favorite. I think Jeremy Fowler started tweeting it out too as well. The fan favorite for Atlanta seems to be, well, maybe not the fan favorite, but the favorite for Matt Ryan in Atlanta seems to be Kevin Stefanski. Now, as we can see, he is the new head coach. If he does an interview next week without the general manager, I want to hear the answer for that question too as well. I'm sure Matt will be there. I'm sure Arthur Blank will be there too as well. I'm sure Rich McKay might even be there. You never know. But Falcon fans, hit that like, share.
You be
and
rage
subscribe
baiting,
button.
man. You be
does.
rage
No,
baiting.
I'm not
What the
rage
hell is
baiting.
wrong with you? Yes,
Who took
you
the
are.
picture? Who took the picture at Arthur's house yesterday? Clearly was Rich. Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button.
Stirring it up.
You know damn well.
Jack, let's get to Baker, man. Let's get to Baker and his.
Oh, you want to cook? Oh, we can get to the kitchen. I mean, I got some cookies in there. I got some.
Let's get to, no. Let's get to what Baker said.
Okay.
So, how do you guys feel about that? Let's start with you. How do you feel about Baker's comments? Well, first and foremost, how do you feel about what D-Led said? And Jack, let's let you read what give the crowd the context if they haven't heard it already.
Right. So let's go over this as I bring up this tweet here by the famous D. Orlando Ledbetter. He said, Kevin Stefanski had a dumpster fire at quarterback in Cleveland. Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson failed, which started a chain reaction to 11 other starters. Quarterback Shedeur Sanders closed out last season with 7 starts. Baker Mayfield, who's sitting on the couch right now watching the playoffs, took offense to that. I don't know who tagged him because clearly D. Orlando Ledbetter didn't tag him, but he might be typing in his own name on the search bar.
I mean, it went viral because
Everybody's talking about it.
D-Led got what he wanted because he made NFL Network today.
Baker Mayfield, he made ESPN too. Baker Mayfield said, fail is quite the reach, pal. Called him pal, like how people say buddy. Hey, buddy. Called him pal. He says, still waiting on a text/call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of hot garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach.
Oh, man.
But here's the biggest thing. He called D-Led pal. Bodie, you know those type of terms. When you call somebody pal or buddy, hey there, buddy. Hey there, chief. Hey there, pal. Them is fighting words.
Let me tell you something.
Gaylord.
Can't wait to see you twice a year. One in Tampa Bay.
He's a
One in
joker.
Newsflash, pal.
Hey,
Newsflash.
buddy. Hey, champ.
Forgive.
Hey, chief.
Hey,
Hey,
champ.
sport.
Hey, champ.
You guys see
Listen,
Dane Cook? Dane
champ.
Cook, he did a whole thing. He was like, yeah. He was like, and I ended it with, anyway.
But
Hey,
T, when
champ.
anybody calls you pal, you know them is fighting words. Hey, pal. Don't
Hey,
sit
pal.
over there, pal.
Hey, buddy.
What are you doing, buddy?
He was pissed. Baker
that
was
for
pissed
real?
because, huh?
Is that for real, pal?
Yeah, I mean, when
Yeah,
Yeah,
somebody,
the
because they
tweet
if
don't
said
mean
somebody calls
pal.
you
pal.
pal, them is
Trust
fighting
me,
words.
they
It's like
don't
somebody
mean
calling you a
pal.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
bitch.
they
pal in
don't
the
mean
tweet.
pal.
Bro, I'm not
They
fighting
don't
anybody that
mean
says
pal.
pal.
They don't mean pal.
I'm
They
He wanted
especially
trust
to
me.
not
use
fighting
the other
anybody that's
word. He
two
just
and
he
four against me. So I
right.
mean,
The crazy
No,
Baker
thing
is
is,
not. I'm not scared of Baker Mayfield against the Atlanta Falcons.
I
He's two
heard
and
that.
four against us.
Baker was mad being called a hot garbage or whatever D-Led said in that tweet. He was
Do
mad
you
at
do
that.
you do you think that's fair though? So I think before
No,
Baker took them to the playoffs, they hadn't been since 2002, which you know,
2002.
18 years.
And they
Is
had a
Right.
great team that
is
year
is
too.
that is
They had
that really a failure? Because I know he got hurt one year, but would you call his trek there? I know he had some growing up to do, but
no.
I don't know that I'd call him a failure there.
They went
So
11-5 in 2020.
right, I don't understand what D Led was doing, and
and
not that I'm
then
trying to
We
defend
know
Baker.
what
I'm not.
we know exactly what D'Lo was doing, taking any opportunity to bash the Atlanta Falcons, any decision they make, and they hired Stefanski, and he already has made it known that he thought that was a terrible hire too.
hmm,
Mm.
eh,
I think you
yeah,
gotta
and
look
the
at the
thing
Baker
is,
tweet with, some direction as to he clearly wanted a text or a call from Kevin Stefanski just to say, "Hey, buddy, hope
Which is
everything's going
weird.
well over there."
well, let's.
He asked to be traded, guys, by the way. Like, what are we doing here? He didn't get
He
shipped
asked to
off.
be
That's
traded.
crazy. Yeah.
Well,
He asked
that's
to be
another
traded.
thing. I'll say this. This is what I'll say about the whole thing. Let's start with D-Led. D-Led is that was stupid. I don't know why you. I guess you know that it's his. That's his mo is to get headlines and shit and get shit shaking. Okay, whatever. But you too damn. I would say you too damn old. To be sitting up here, uh, disrespecting the team you cover. You're supposed to be covering, not freaking making headlines and like you're on some kind of reality show, stirring the pot. He's the coach here, and why are you stirring the pot anyway? So shame on you, D-Led. That's fucking ridiculous.
D Led's been on a
With
little tyrant too as well with the tweets coming out with the
Well,
Falcons
yeah,
this year.
I don't know what. It must be indigestion. Anyway, Baker, I him. I mean, I would come out there. I would say something too if I got called hot garbage. When I wasn't hot garbage when
That is
I
yeah,
took them
that
to the
that is
playoffs.
incredibly disrespectful. That
You
that is
take
incredibly
you take
disrespectful.
them to the playoffs in 2020, and then I
Right.
don't know what happened the next year, but he got traded apparently. I couldn't tell you why, or I don't even think Baker was terrible. I don't know what happened. I can't give you accurate facts on that. But he got traded. Oh, he asked to be traded, like Kerry said, which is news to me as well. And uh, I mean,
Same thing in
it
Carolina as well, by the way. He has to be traded.
he asked to be traded there too. That's
But
crazy.
you can
But
you can understand honestly what are
one
these
thing,
what do these franchises have in common? They they're bad. Go ahead. Go
they're
ahead.
bad. But
Bodie
yeah,
Baker
one thing
Mayfield 3,500 yards, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions in 2020 with the
in
Guys,
Falcons.
2020.
also one more thing
What
to
about
add is
20?
that it's sorry, Bodie. I was just gonna also add why I thought of this is that I don't get this whole MO of like, oh, see you twice a year, pal, or coach, or whatever he said, because that's stupid. He's acting like he wants to get his revenge against Stefanski for a
But
trade that he
is he
requested,
saying
right?
coach like
And
Stefanski, or is he saying coach the D led? Like how people call people
no,
coach.
he's
Like if
talking
I
to
No,
That's
he's
the
talking
Stefanski.
to
fancy.
coach.
but
That's
He's
see,
that's
talking to
but
coach.
see,
that's
D
the
led is
fancy.
Coach.
talking to him. You know what I'm
D-Led
I
saying? And
is
it's
know
like
that's what
no, but
that's what I'm glad you brought that up, Jack. That's what I didn't get, right? Because D-Led was clearly poking the bear, but it seems like his response was really geared towards Stefanski,
Coach.
and like
exactly.
there's some unresolved issues there,
Well,
right?
it's almost like D-Led messed up and made it like the way that it was put out there, because Dila puts a lot of clickbait out there and things to
Hmm.
get people riled up and get a lot of replies. It's almost, and it worked this time with Baker. Perfect example. He took it, it's like he almost like he took it like Stefanski was the one who said this, right? But it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's D led saying this. But all that to say, Baker is, yes, saying pal to correct D-Led, but he goes on to say like, see you twice a year, coach. I couldn't even get a call once I asked to be traded. But all that to say, I was just gonna add that he's acting like he wants to get his revenge against Stefanski after he left the Browns. He already played Stefanski. It was the Browns versus the Panthers where he did not get his revenge. He lost. So that's that.
Or I
3,000.
wonder, I wonder if he's hurt. I wonder if it's like a Jedi Knight thing, like Obi-Wan Kenobi and a young Padawan, because he says I didn't even get a call, like and you're bringing it up five years later. That to me says you're still hurt.
He was
You're,
holding on to that shit.
right. What you're really saying is I thought we were better than that, coach.
Offensive lineman Joe Thomas,
gotta-
legendary lineman for the Browns, told Baker Mayfield it's a two-way street. You could have just sent him a text or a call too as well.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's what I was about to say. It could have went both ways. I do think Coach, as the leader of the Browns, and to be respected, even if Baker asked for the trade, just saying thank you for your contributions. Just to be, cookie cutter. You have to be respectful to the players. That could be a mistake. I may have the story. I mean, from what I see, from what Baker said, he said Coach didn't say shit to him. Okay. I think as the head coach of the team you're leaving, and I think it is a responsibility to him to say something. I'll say that. On the other foot, Baker could have said, "All right, coach, thanks for everything," because I asked to be out of here. So he's being a little baby about it too. So there's that. And the D-Led part, I don't think D-Led didn't know that Baker was going to say that shit. He didn't know that. He wanted to say. I think he wanted to throw a shot at Baker probably when he said it,
Right.
but he didn't know Baker was going to say that.
I don't get that though. Like that's what's like. If you want to talk about Deshaun, I got no issue with that, man. But why Baker? Like I don't, because you had to know, and maybe it's like Kerry was saying, it's clickbait. Let me ask you guys a question. They say you become the hero long enough, and then you become the villain, or some quote from Caesar or Batman: The Dark Knight, whichever. Both. Has D-Led become the villain?
No, I don't think he was
Within the
ever the hero.
organization, within the Falcons fans, or just in general?
Yeah. Has he become the villain?
He is
Because
the villain.
D-Led is at a level in his life, especially at the age of his life, he doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks.
No,
And he said it the
get
other
that,
day
but
on Steak's show.
I'm asking you about his perception, Jack. Has he become the villain?
Well, he said the other day on Steak's show on 92, he said, as a good journalist asks both the good questions and the bad questions. You just don't stay on a straight line. And for most journalists, there's some people who are afraid to ask certain questions, who are afraid to tweet certain things, such as what he said the other day on air with the Water Boys. And it's like, D-Led just says what he wants to. You know what I'm saying? I remember the other day I was joking with D-Led, not the other day, a couple of years ago, about this team being a 7, 8, 9 win team, and 8, 9, 10 win team, and we're gonna make the playoffs. And D-Led turned to me and was like, "All right, buddy, you sure about that? I don't know about that. Vegas got us at 4 wins."
What's
and
up with the
he was
accent?
dead serious.
That's how he talks, though. That's actually a pretty good.
He was
actually
dead
pretty
serious.
good
He was
D-Led.
dead
That does
serious when he
not sound
turned
like
to me.
D-Led to me.
Man, whatever.
Oh, I could really crank up the D-Led
Pretty
voice. I'm
good
just,
D-Led.
How was
hold on.
that?
Let me get some mucho mango. Real
Oh
quick.
God.
But yeah, I think.
All that to say, yeah, let's hear both.
Yeah, go ahead, Kerry. You good?
No, I was gonna say, you know what's hilarious about this whole thing? One thing I really liked is that, this post got over millions of views, that one in question. And you know what's the funniest part about it is that people actually thought that D-Led, like not Falcons fans, obviously, because we know he's the ops, but like, Browns fans or just random NFL fans, they thought that D-Led's a homer. Like they're like, okay, homer. Like they literally thought that he's being a homer with that post and like defending Stefanski, like, oh, he had terrible quarterbacks. It's like, no, that is not exactly who he is, but it's hilarious. And D-Led even put out a tweet actually today. He said, am I the number one hater or versus the homer? I'm confused. And I'm like, yeah, you're the number one hater, but the people that don't know you thinking you're a homer. But it's just funny.
The thing about D-Led, he put this tweet out. And sure enough, matter of fact, let me go look at it. He put this tweet out, and the time was 6:07 p.m. And within less than 20 minutes, or pretty much 30 minutes, Baker Mayfield's response. So obviously, I don't know if Baker Mayfield's really typing his name in the search bar to see if anybody's tweeting about him.
No, somebody
But
probably sent him that.
No,
Somebody probably
sent
sent
him
that.
somebody
Yeah,
sent it to him and said, "Yo, the
Right.
Falcons beat writers over here talking hella shit. You might want to jump in here and put your ski mask on, Baker." You know, Baker's like, "Oh, remember I did that dance in college. You know, they know who I am. You know." So I'm sure
The
Baker jumped
thing
up.
is,
Like,
should a guy like D-Led be talking shit and saying his opinions as a reporter? Like, I mean, I don't see many reporters putting their opinions in different things. Like, he is really uh saying too much. Like, you keep that shit to yourself. Like, that's
Right.
that's not what you report the news. You ask the questions. You can't go in there with biases and stuff like that to the like to people. Like, you can't say that. Of course, I guess I don't know. He shouldn't have put his opinion in that, but he's been putting his opinion in a lot of shit lately. I don't know what the hell D-Led been on. I
Yeah,
told you it's indigestion.
I no, I agree with that. Because, and the reason I say that is
it's
because
indigestion.
Demario, the big Atlanta Falcon fan that, you know, he and my brother hang together or whatever.
Big shout out Mario, man. We trying to get Mario on the podcast. He don't do podcasts, but we gonna get Mario on this damn podcast, man.
Right. Demario went after him a couple of weeks ago, and I had never seen Demario do that. He went after him. And Demario is a Falcon fan. But he went after him vigorously. And so that's why I'm asking the question. Because to Bodie's point, you can ask questions, but that wasn't asking questions. That was not asking. That was, hey man, Baker was trash. That was
your opinion.
Baker's
not
response
even a
to
word.
sounded like the Eminem song. My tears are rolling down my
He wasn't even trash.
and
He
I
said he was hot
can't
garbage, and he wasn't hot garbage.
right,
Yeah,
right.
that's the
So
crazy thing.
So that's why I'm asking. It seems like for whatever reason, he's stepped beyond the mantle of reporter, right? It seems like you're just driving clickbait. Like
And that's
you're
what he
trying,
does, he will on Twitter.
Right,
Like, he
right.
gets
Let me
so
tell you
many
something.
clicks and
Clickbait,
replies. That's
it is
rage
on
bait.
yesterday when it tweeted out, ESPN, NFL Network, every journalist, Ian Rappaport,
I think
Adam
mostly because
Schefter, he
Baker
got
replied,
he
though.
got the response he wanted.
That mofo knew exactly what he was doing when he typed
That
that
part.
bullshit talking about hot garbage.
That part.
And this, that. You can't sit here and talk about people, NFL players like that. They sensitive about their game. Even if they are hot garbage, they gonna be offended.
Kevin Stefanski
Like,
is probably on the way to the facility. Like, hold on, the Falcons journalist said, "What? What's his name?
Good.
I haven't even met this guy yet. What did he say?"
You gotta learn
Tweet
quick.
just going viral like crazy. Kevin walks into the office like, "Now I got to see this guy for the next 5 years."
yeah.
Hey man,
Good
it's
luck.
gonna be.
Hey, Kevin not gonna forget that shit too. I hope he say something at the press conference.
D-Led
Like,
is the
wait a
first
minute,
one in
you
the
the
room
guy-
at the press conference next week, Tuesday. He's the
Like,
first
you
one
the guy
in.
who said that bullshit on that tweet. Like, you didn't have to do that, stirring the spot up. I hope
I
Kevin
think they're
say
going to
something.
warn him about D-Led. All the Falcons coaches know they know about D-Led well in advance. But it's
Hey.
going to be interesting to see how he responds.
What you guys didn't see, Kirk Cousins responded and said, "Yo, Baker, you better chill." you remember Kirk Tober? Remember that? You better chill talking about my coach for the next 2 months till March
Cousins
13th.
doesn't give a. I know.
That's
Oh,
another thing.
I know you lying.
Falcon fans in the chat. Tim said, what's something that the Falcons were missing last year? Vision, clarity, and being able to play to their full potential each game. The Browns have always been bad, but they never played down to every play against.
What?
Despite, what did he say?
Want me to read it for you? You
Yeah.
had too much of that Tito's.
No, I'm just trying to read. You know what I'm saying? I got some
Work.
other stuff popping up on the screen here. I got the Windows notification messages popping up, but despite being a bad team, they always fought and at least tried to win. We are hoping Coach Kev can bring us the things that we were missing. Raheem Zach Robinson's fault. Honestly, Jeff Ulbrich damn near did his job to the best of his ability.
But
I mean, we saw what
is,
happened,
I
and
think,
not to mention some of the situations with some of your players on the roster missing kicks. catching the football in the rain on the 5-yard line in New York.
Matt Ryan hiring Stefanski. Matt Ryan has told everybody basically that he is not the last 2 years. Like, have you seen what the fuck he had to start this year in week 1 of this past season? Have you seen that roster that he had to roll out there and try to win some games with?
It's
Have you
so
seen
funny,
that?
Bodie, that you say
Have
that.
you seen their receiver core being Jerry
Yes.
Jeudy being the number one, and
It's
freaking Tillman and Thrash, and then O line is
so
pretty
funny.
decent, and then tight ends are cool, but their starting running back was Jerome Ford, and their quarterback is Joe Flacco, and then 2 rookies backing them up. Like, and you expect this man to win games, so you're judging this man off
But
of
wait,
a
Bodie, they
fucking
had
week
Myles
1 starting
Garrett. They
lineup.
had Myles Garrett, Bodie.
That's all they had in a
That's all they
division.
had.
In a
That's all they
division where
had
they
over
had to
there.
play the Steelers,
Hey, somebody
the
take his
Ravens,
fucking
and the
mic.
Bengals.
His mic.
And literally
Anyway,
one of the toughest divisions in football, in my opinion. You got to play the
yeah.
Steelers twice a year, the Ravens twice a year, and the Bengals twice a year. That is
And I
not
sit here
easy.
and I hear people sitting here talking about he's a loser. He's a loser. You fucking try to go over there and win with those guys, bro. Ain't no slight to them. Them guys are NFL guys, but all of those guys are second, third, fucking fourth stringers that he had to run out there. And that was their starting lineup. That was their number 1 quarterback. That they ain't had no injuries on offense. That was their fucking team right there that they had to do. They had to run out.
It
So
was pretty
like
bad, actually.
the man had to. They gave him a turd, and he had to make it into sugar. Like, he had to mold it and reincarnate this turd. But guess what? At the end of the day, he still had a turd, because you can't change the turd. You just can't. You can't. It was a turd of a roster on offense. You ain't winning no goddamn games like that. So no, I don't blame Tommy Reese, because people out here saying, "Oh, Tommy Reese, he had offense. His offense stinks and blah blah blah." He called plays last year and he stunk. You fucking call plays when your best player on offense is Quinshon Judkins.
I'm
Okay,
not gonna
you do
lie
that.
to you guys, though. I am low key, but like between you and our viewers, our fans and the stands, our friends in the comments, I'm not a big fan of the Tommy Reese hire. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna
They
be
went
keep it
around the clock to
100.
interview some
Look,
people too, Carrie, and then they brought in
I
Tommy
Yes,
Reese to say,
I'll
"Haha,
guys, this
say
gotcha.
is our
this.
He's gonna
best
be the
option.
OC."
Well, I'll say this one. Shout out to Double Nickels 55, Raymond
Hey, Raymond
Collins.
Collins,
Happy
man,
birthday.
55, man. Big
Uh,
Hey,
shout out, Raymond
Raymond.
Collins.
Oh, happy
yeah,
birthday!
shout
Happy
out,
birthday,
happy
Raymond Collins,
birthday,
man.
brother. But I'll say this with Tommy Reeves, and this is what I'll defend Tommy Reeves with. Oh damn, you got a soundboard? Yeah, they got you sweeping on the soundboard too. Anyway, um, I'll say this about Tommy Reeves. He's a young guy. He's a up and comer. He's learning.
Oh
Uh,
man,
he's only 33.
this sounds like Zach Robinson Cope already.
Listen, also Nick Saban trusted this guy
And
to
I,
run
for
his
God knows
offense.
what reason, because then he was terrible
Because
at Alabama.
even that year, I believe that's the year they had, that was Saban's last year. Um, when they had Jalen Miro,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and they beat my team. They beat Georgia, lucky mother. Anyway, but he was running. He trusted him to run an offense over there, and then he followed Stefanski. Went to Stefanski and the Browns and stuff, and it's the Browns. He got
Mm.
to the Browns when they were shit. Like, the last 2 years, they've been pretty shitty. So I don't think we got a fair shake of Tommy Reeves. So I'm willing to give him a hearty handshake and say, let's see what you got with actual real fucking talent. So
And we
I
have
let's
some
give it
I
to
weapons
him.
on this
wonder.
team, offense and
I,
defense, so we're going to add to the puzzle too as well. So I think the concern is probably just the name and where he came from. But Falcon fans, we just got to slow down until
No,
the
it's
football is
more than
played.
that.
I wonder what I wonder what the dynamic is going to be, because again, if Stefanski is calling plays,
He
then
should
more than
be.
likely Reeves is going to be assisting him with game plans, right?
Yeah, he's
He
gonna
better
lay
just
out
be
the
holding the
blueprint.
clipbout. He better be
How
just giving him a pen
Cri-
or grabbing
how
He's
coffee.
gonna He's gonna
Shanahan
set up the
runs
plays.
offense.
This is what you do on third and short. This is what
Right.
you do on third and
Right.
long. This is how you
Right.
do this. This
And
is
then
against this
Stefanski makes a
defense. They like to
decision of what
run
he's gonna
this. So
do.
you're gonna yeah.
Right.
So he is the errand boy basically, and Stefanski's
Right.
gonna have a list of plays, whereas he's gonna pick the best one to call. So that's
Right.
he's gonna do all the dirty work, I say.
Right.
And
Right.
Stefanski's gonna trust him to get his shit together, and Stefanski's gonna pick the plays from there.
The offensive coaches,
See
that's
how it
how
goes.
your McVays, your Shanahans,
This is
your
Andy Reid.
you. You're
Yeah,
They-
McVay called his
wrong,
plays.
but-
Shanahan.
they call their play. So it'll probably, I would imagine, be something like that, to where they'll discuss analytics, they'll discuss game scenarios, and they'll come up together and work on a plan before the game. But in game scenario, I would think it'd be Stefanski.
Mhm.
At least that's what I'm hoping. Right? Those are my thoughts.
I'm just looking at the situation for the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, they still have to go through free agency. They still have to go through the draft too as well. Probably going to add some defensive pieces on the on that side of the ball. Where it's going to lose some players. I mean, hopefully they can bring back Caden Ellis.
That's
You
gotta
know,
be
because
number one priority.
How old is
it
Caden
seems to
Ellis?
be.
How is Caden Ellis?
Young.
Kelly,
He's like-
Caden's
he's not
rapping
30.
the.
He's like 28.
No, I think he's
something
like
that.
20.
No, he
28.
I thought he was in the 30s.
No, I think he's 29.
28, 29, somewhere around there.
Oh, he's 30. Okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's 30.
He's gonna be 31.
That's still young.
Wait, yeah, he's out of here. I'm sorry.
Yep, 31 when camp starts. So I mean,
I would
you
love
have some key
that.
priorities.
But
this
he's
offseason.
gonna want to get paid, right? Are they gonna really give a 31-year-old linebacker a payday?
There you
Well,
go.
you know, like Country said last night on his show, you know, his agent might be looking like, well, I think it was Tidy that said it. This is your last go when it comes to
Right.
like major
Right.
paydays.
I would
You're rapping
I would give him
31.
one more payday. Like where else would you go unless you gonna draft a guy?
But-
Or I don't know what's out there in the free,
But Kate
but
can reset the
You can
market.
drop Jalen. You can drop. I think middle linebacker is Jalen's natural position. Look, I'm not saying I'd do it. I'm saying it is a possibility to do
Jeff
that.
Ulbrich will Jeff Ulbrich. We know
That's
that's
what
going to happen.
I've been saying that all year.
Yeah.
Right. But Caden's not going to reset the market. So, of course, when it comes to a deal for Caden, it has to be player friendly, because if you want him here for the next 3 to 4 years, if Caden's going 34, 35, does he continue playing in the NFL? His brother's turning up in New England right now, too, as well. So I think he is one of the most underrated players in the NFL, but he is a big piece to this Falcons defense.
He's like huge.
And I would love to see Caden Ellis here for a couple of years.
But
You have to get a cornerback too. We're going to talk about this in upcoming shows.
Yeah,
We haven't even
that's
talked
another
about free
thing.
agency.
Drake's deal.
You got to get
Drake
another.
coming up.
What's up, T-Will?
when you can
You got Drake's deal coming up. Drake's a free agent in 27. I
Okay.
would not let him get to free agency. So you've got
Drake
won't.
might
He won't.
Drake might almost reset the market the way some of these wide receiver contracts.
he won't. He
No,
won't
they-
get that.
He's going to get at least 30 million a year. But what I'm saying is, that's got to be in the back of your mind when you sign Caden,
Mhm.
because you got to keep Drake,
Mhm.
right? And then you got to. What are you doing with Kyle? Is he going to
So-
walk? You're going to give him the 15 million?
The
Because
cool
with that
thing
all
about it is,
pros,
Will, we've talked so much about Stefanski, so much about Matt Ryan, and of course, building this organization and this staff. We haven't spent any time on the actual roster because the cornerback 2 position is big. Are they going to bring back D. Alford
We're
too
gonna
as
get
well?
one.
Where does Clark Phillips fit into this coming up in the next
Team
couple of
Glow,
months?
let's go.
Team Glow. we're always
None of
Team
those
Glow.
guys are cornerback too. Not one.
He
Billy
said
Bowman.
None of those guys.
Billy Bowman.
Not
too, as
even
well.
Billy
He's coming
Bowman.
back from
He's
injury.
not two. He's
Isn't Billy
not two
Bowman a
either.
safety? Isn't his natural position safety?
Not even just
He
saying
played
cornerback
nickel.
too. I'm just going over in general who the Falcons need to go ahead and start working to building back this team, because we know that cornerback 2 is going to be a big spot to fill. D. Alford is going to be a free agent soon. Are they going to re-sign D. Alford? Clark Phillips is coming back from injury. Billy Bowman's coming back from injury. The safety position, you got Watts, you got Jesse Bates. Do they decide to trade Jesse Bates? Do they want that $11.2 million? Divine Diablo is going into the last year of his contract right now. Do you want him around? We went on a 4 or 5 game losing streak when Divine Diablo went out the game, and they brought in old boy from Notre Dame, and it got really bad in that situation. They need a
Chrome
big
Dome.
nasty. Oh, not Chrome Dome.
boy.
They need a big nasty in the middle when it comes to a.
That's how you know he was so
You look
bad.
like
He
Stewart.
called him
You
old
look
boy.
like Stuart Little with that big
You're
old
not.
helmet.
Your name isn't even memorial. You can't even think about that. He was so bad when he played. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
man. He was.
I hope he don't. Man, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say I hope he don't make the team, but
Shout out
I
to
hope
Mark
he don't make the team.
Cheney in the
Mark
chat.
Cheney's in the
He
chat.
said might as well have kept Zach Robinson over Tommy Reese. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not feeling good about it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Offensive wise, I understand where people are going with Tommy Reese because T-Will, we talked about this. Zach was stat wise a better play caller than Tommy Reese, but then again, Tommy Reese was
Look at
dealt a
what
bad
Tommy had
hand
to work
with
with.
as well.
As Bodie
Look,
said,
He was dealt a
it was
bad hand.
Where? In Notre Dame?
matter.
Alabama?
It
I mean,
was diarrhea. That's what
he
had to
loses
work with.
everywhere he goes, though. It's not just the Browns. That's the thing.
I'm hoping, and we saw the Raheem situation with Zach Robinson first year, and we're just hoping that Tommy Reese isn't the Jimmy Lake of offense.
He's
Like
not
Tommy,
going
if
to
you're
call
listening,
plays. He's not going to call plays.
We don't
no,
know
he
that
isn't
for
gonna
sure,
go.
T. Will.
we're
He called plays literally last season.
right.
For
You know
Kevin
Carrie's
what?
right. But here, Carrie, we're
This is
hoping
where
next
I
week
agree with
Tuesday.
A1.
Let's
This is where I
hope
agree with
next
A1.
week Tuesday
I think
that
he
we
was
get
over
some
it.
information from Kevin Stefanski who calls the plays. If he comes out and says Tommy Reese is calling the plays,
Then I could see you being.
then I
wrong.
can see
I
where
doubt it.
I get it.
Look, the whole point of what Kerry is saying is Tommy Reese has proved nothing. So we're here for Stefanski's mind.
Right.
I if I had to bet the over on who's calling plays, it's fucking Kevin Stefanski.
That's
Well,
what I'm
He's
saying.
gonna call
Here's the deal, Bodie. Remember Arthur Blank said the head coach, the GM, has to report to Matt Ryan. Some way, somehow, Kevin Stefanski told Matt Ryan that Tommy Reese can get the job done. This is part of his coaching staff. So for right now,
I
at
mean,
this
I
moment in
don't
the
know.
offseason,
I don't know exactly why he believes
he
in
didn't
Tommy
sneak him through the
Reese so
back
hard.
door. He had to tell Matt Ryan, I'm bringing
But-
Tommy Reese over.
Right, and that's what
Because
I
they
don't like.
interviewed the Chargers OC or passing game coordinator. They interviewed the Cardinals passing game coordinator. But Tommy Reese is over there like, yo, Kevin.
But
buddy,
Bring me too.
buddy.
Buddy.
they're here, buddy. They're
I'm
here
not
for
joking.
they're here from Stefanski's mind. They're here for his play calling and his stuff, and he is a proven play caller in this league. Stefanski is. So
I think it's a lot of what Matt Ryan said in the press conference. Like, I'm not here to try to run your offense. So it's like you pick your guys. Like, I don't think Matt Ryan had absolutely any say in who he brought in, and he picked to bring his buddy, like we like to do, bring buddies over here.
Buddy.
And not just that, but I
Your
truly
buddy.
think that this move to me proves that Kevin Stefanski wants to prove to not only the Cleveland Browns but just national media in general that he
The
was
Browns
not
were
the
the problem.
problem. Tommy Reese was not the problem. The Cleveland Browns
The
are the
Browns were
problem
the problem.
because he's
Yep.
we're literally like we're running back like the Cleveland Browns offense.
And you know what's funny? That seems like night and day for Raheem because he wasn't a problem in LA, but he's trying to show Sean McVay, I can do it on my own, Sean. I can bring my own OC and bring my own DC and get the job done. The shit failed. But for Kevin Stefanski, he's like, I'm going to show Cleveland how good I am as a coach with this team down here in Atlanta. Hey, Tommy, grab the bags. Get the car started. Let's go. Okay, coach, let's go. It's just like you
see something in Tommy Reese that we don't see. So
Right.
we're gonna figure it out if he's right or not.
And it could be just what he's comfortable with, right?
Right.
Like, guys, we see each other every week. We podcast with each other. That's, you know what I mean? If I got a show, Jack, you'll come on it. Carrie, you'll come on it. Bodie, I got to get you on my show. But the point is, we work with who we're comfortable working with.
Okay, but he will who's the best podcaster in national football media?
I'm not going to give you my answer.
Well, like one that first person that comes to your head.
Well, I don't want to throw.
I mean, if you're asking me, you're asking me to be honest.
Yeah, like who do you think is the best one?
Me. Because if you don't believe then you shouldn't be doing this.
No, T-Will, I don't mean like Falcons. I'm talking like
I don't care what you mean. I don't care how many subscribers they have.
That's not what, oh my god.
I get what you're saying, Carrie. That's why I'm asking you how I feel.
Okay.
Right?
Well,
because I feel like I don't give a damn how much experience you have. You give T. Willem like, watch out. Now that's me. That's confidence. That's fine. You want me to pick somebody
You're
else?
not proving my point here.
But
What
yeah,
you got, Carrie? What you got,
Carrie
Go
has a
ahead.
point. She has
I
a
don't
Carrie,
know
start
what
cooking
I
them.
prove. Can somebody give me just any like person that you like?
Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, I said well respected.
Oh wow, Carrie. He's probably
That
watching
check
the podcast like, you know what?
ESPN
That's it.
That
That's it. I'm
check
done.
You said
is
We'll just
respect.
NFL media. You said
Yeah,
NFL
just like
media.
anybody who's like, I mean,
I
okay,
mean,
Let's go
Cam
with
Newton
Shannon.
Cam Newton talks NFL. Freaking what's that other dude name?
We go
Shannon
Sharp
Sharp.
Oak
He
Show.
talk
Shannon Sharp Oak
NFL.
Show.
okay,
Yeah.
you have a choice
Said T. Will
between
got that
okay,
Raheem
T-Will,
syndrome.
you have a choice between doing a podcast with Adam Schefter or Jack Spade.
Boy, hey, T-Will, you bet you boy.
Did she ask me
Be
that?
honest. Come on, I know that's your boy, but like,
Did
are
she
you
ask
going
me
with
that?
the buddy, or are you going with
Don't
the
let
person?
Carrie
Buddy,
bait you into this. You know
buddy.
what I've done for your career.
Buddy.
And that's
You
what
would
I'm
be
saying.
without me,
Look,
T-Will.
if Adam
I can
Schefter,
take
if
it
you had to
away.
choose between Adam Schefter and Jack Spade right now,
Yes.
yeah, Jack,
T-Will.
go shine my shoes, buddy.
Hey man.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be Tommy Reese in that situation. T-Will, you sure you don't need that? I saw you did a show with Adam the other day.
Buddy.
T-Will, what's the next podcast, brother? Y'all need a special guest? I ain't gonna lie, Adam Schefter.
Shine your shoes, boss.
T-Will, I saw you got 1.2 million views. You need somebody to get there right there. I got the topics right here. I got the topics and the pictures.
Whatever you need, I'll dance for you too.
But it's not supposed to be any like slight at Jack, obviously, but it's just the point of like, hey, are you gonna bring your buddy, or are you gonna go for like if you have the opportunity to bring the most well-respected person or somebody who's way more qualified or better resume?
I'll say this when it comes to Tommy Reese. I bet my left foot that Kevin Stefanski is gonna call the plays. He got a young OC under him, so. And most OCs, if we would have got Mike McDaniel here, he would be calling plays 100%. I think they got, like I said, I think they got Stefanski for his mind, and he's gonna call the plays and he's gonna run the offense. That's him. He got a young guy, Reese, who I hate to say it, but he gonna be, the puppet, so to speak. In lack of better terms, he's a young guy learning. And Stefanski's established, so he got a young guy who can call the plays. He can call the plays.
Hey, can I respond?
Oh, you're gonna give me an answer to the original?
I'm gonna give you an answer. So, Jack, I've been here about 2 years, right?
Don't do this shit, T-Will. We're gonna go on to the next.
No, I've been here 2 years,
notice.
I've been here 2 years, right?
I'm the best. I'm the motherfucking best in this motherfucker. Go ahead and say it.
How many subscribers did we have when I started, Jack?
Oh my, here we go, T-Will.
I'm just asking.
I know where this is going.
Right. How many? I'm saying I want to build something.
Carrie, you see what you started here, Carrie.
No.
This is going.
I'm saying
you better answer that man question. He on 10 tonight.
Look, man. I'm saying I want to be my own goddamn Adams. I don't give a damn. I'm not intimidated by anybody. Okay, right. I want to build my own. So if you're asking me, I'm going with Jack, because at the end of the day, when we get to 50,000, when we get to 100,000, oh, what a day it will be. Okay. Mm-hmm. And if you can't see it, you'll never be it. If you can't believe it, you'll never achieve it. I believe it. Well, I don't give a damn who doesn't. Okay.
Well, y'all my 2 weeks.
Jack gave me my start in this business. I'm riding with Jack. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all can my 2 week notice, because I'm gonna take the open position.
I ain't gonna lie, Carrie. T-Will gonna be calling me. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna call you back. I'm over here with Adam right now. We talking about some shit right now. What you need, brother?" Yeah, I'm gonna send the Uber in just a minute, bro.
Carrie, they told you they wanted you to start today. They wanted you to start tomorrow. It'd be a damn 6-hour notice. Carrie be like, "Peace, bye, see you later."
You're gonna see the adamant. You're gonna see the.
And I don't blame her. I don't blame her one fucking bit. I don't blame her one
You don't
bit.
see the
Carrie is
ANC
blast
show
from
like
the
Adam and
5
Carrie. When
RBs.
the hell
Remember the
Carrie
5
signed a deal
RBs?
with Adam Schefter?
Guys, today is a happy occasion, as well as a sad one. I'm leaving the group, and I knew
But
Alex was coming out next Tuesday.
let Carrie get with the big name so she can pull y'all up.
That's
Carrie
exactly what I
is
was
not
gonna
gonna look
say.
back at
So
us.
I was
Carrie is not gonna look back at us.
no,
She'll
I
be like,
will too. I'm gonna be
Carrie,
like, okay, let me get my name out there, work with the most biggest name in the game, Adam Schefter. How can you turn down that job? You'll be stupid, respectfully, to turn that job down. And then once I get my foot in the door and get well known, and everyone knows who I am with Adam Schefter, you pull a Raheem Morris and you bring your buddies in and be like,
Buddy,
okay,
buddy.
I know, so, the guys I came up with, like I know the perfect guys for the job, and then I bring you guys in. I pull a
Buddy,
Raheem Morris,
buddy.
bring my
there are
Jimmy
no
Lakes
wrong
and my
answers.
Zach
And that's how you
Robinsons.
do buddy, buddy.
There are no
That's
That's
how
how
you
you
do
do
it.
it. You gotta do it right.
I know
There are
Not
we
no
what
wrong
have.
the
So
fuck
which
Hey,
we
one
been
of you,
saying.
which one of you wants to be Zach Robinson, and which one wants to be Jimmy Lake?
I know we have a buddy in the chat. His name is at Dance Machine. Everybody knows DJ Dance. Big shout out to DJ Dance with the super chat. Bodie 3000, Miss Carrie T. Will. We have a super chat from
Oh,
at
what a
Dance Machine
question this is.
555.
Oh,
Here's the
shit.
deal. Now we're getting ready to start the
Oh,
questions from the
God.
chat segment as we get ready to wrap
Let's
up this
go.
show. If you have
Yeah.
any questions, and I see we have a couple people in the chat right now. Big shout out to Tony Hall. I'm gonna get to your question in just a minute, but we got a super chat from DJ Dance Machine.
Oh, is that y'all thing
Hold
now?
up, Zach.
Is that what we doing?
Hold up, Zach.
Super chat.
Carrie,
That's what we
yes.
doing?
Carrie and Bodie, y'all got to do the super chat, man. Oh, Carrie, you did not go on camera. You did not do that, Carrie. I know
Listen,
you
y'all
did
could have get
that,
me
Carrie.
saying that shit looking crazy.
I
Carrie,
don't know. I think this had to be T-Will's idea to do this every time someone sent money.
Carrie.
Like he really has me twerking for super chats on here with super
Oh
chats.
my gosh.
Not twerking for super chats.
They want you to scream out super chat.
Well, Carrie, I owe you $3, so this $5. This $5 right here from Dance is for you. So just don't twerk too hard, Miss Carrie. What we got over
Bands
here
will
on
make
the
them
channel?
dance. Bands will make them.
Working for super chats. Oh, wow.
Big shout out to Miss
God.
Carrie. Big shout out to Bodie 3000. Big shout out to T. Will, former ATL Sports one time for the fan.
Super chat.
DJ Dance Machine. Bodie, you've been gone for a while. No. Oh, shit, Bodie.
I want to
That's
Bodie, I swear to God, I'm gonna clip that, Bodie. I'm letting you know I'm gonna clip it.
Well, it's already recorded. How y'all sound?
Oh God!
I'm telling you, like one time I was in the car, like I had to get new speakers in my vehicle because T-Will did the super chat.
Bodie said, hey, look, Bodie, we're not gonna take that slander from you, man. That's why we brought you on as a special guest today.
I ain't been on in many months. I know you've been talking shit.
Bodie gonna be like, "What's the next show Friday?" No. No show's not Friday, but no. Dance machines in the chat. We can go around this.
You gotta turn your head too. You gotta do this number.
I'm not doing that. You
can do our question from the chat.
I ruined this for y'all. Y'all gotta find something else now.
Oh,
Carrie said she ain't doing that bullshit.
Yeah, well, Carrie, the super producer, one time for the fan, Carrie gets great.
She's gonna leave us for Adam Schefter, so she doesn't have to.
I think.
Chat.
What you should do is just get a good sound. Get a good sound thing for the board, because I know you're still doing wows and hand claps and shit.
It's much better than in the afternoon we get the super chats. It's like 11:34 at night. Would have woke the goddamn kids up, Bodie. Usually we yell and scream the super chat, but we get with the kids sleep, Bodie.
Well, that's why I say get the soundboard. You got the earphones on. Everybody can hear.
Carrie, don't let Bodie come in here trying to be the producer. Carrie, don't let Bodie come in here doing that.
Okay, that's me. No, let me shut the hell up, because this ain't.
Hey, Bodie,
you go ahead. No, we got
Bodie. You are at home, sir.
No, Bodie might have. This is 2026. Bodie might have something. So we'll talk to Carrie. We'll see what we can work up in the budget. Dan just gave us $5. Let's see if we can use that toward the budget. Falcon fan, hit that like, share,
You
and
know you finna
subscribe
go
button.
buy a fucking
Don't
wing
need new
dinner with that.
speakers. That $5 has to go towards my new car speakers that
Oh, wow.
T-Will blew
Yeah.
out.
I
saying
did not
super
blow out
chat.
some speakers.
In
I
her
did
her
not.
new whip too as well. She's not whipping it.
Oh, that's
the
right.
Scat Pack no
To
more.
go
So
with
big
the
shout out to Carrie.
Yakuza. She
All right,
got
don't
the
give
new
him my
whip to go with
license
the
plate.
Yakuza.
Then move on.
Hey, you need some
Don't
new
wanna do
speakers?
that?
What you got? A Honda, right?
Hold on. Hey, don't give away the whips now. Carrie got a couple whips.
Look,
now.
I mean, it's a million Hondas. You act like I said
Hey,
a tag number. What the
people,
fuck are we talking
Bodie,
about?
you've been gone for a while. People asking for Carrie's
People trying to
people
ask for
asking
my
for Carrie's
address. You
location
missed
and
a
everything
lot.
in the chat. You've been gone for a minute.
Yeah, some dude did
Carrie-
ask her for her address.
Carrie,
What
that
the
person on
fuck?
Twitter that asked you
Yeah,
for your
okay.
address already. What's your
Yeah.
address?
Yeah, what's your
Yeah.
address?
What's your
Hey,
favorite
some
color?
creepers out here, man.
There is literally.
That's
DJ
crazy.
Dan said, who do y'all think would be the perfect stop gap quarterback until Penix is ready? Don't get me started.
Oh,
Don't
Only
get the
name
fire
one.
started,
Only
brother.
name one each. Go first, Jackson.
I'm gonna tell you like this. Can I go first?
Okay,
Because
then
I know
Jack.
you.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna go
say
first.
this. I'd like for Bodie.
Damn, I said, can I go
and Carrie-
first?
No, you
Okay,
got it. You got
go.
it. I'm gonna let Bodie, T-Will, and Carrie do it because I'm gonna need a whole show for this.
Yes,
So
it's
I ain't
getting
gonna
more
I
folded.
ain't gonna get to this.
No, he spent.
can't do
He
this.
spent his
Harry, you know
hard-earned
what's
money,
coming.
a super chat.
I
You gotta answer
respectfully
that.
sit this one out.
No,
You know
you
what's
can't
coming,
sit this one
Harry.
out. This man gave us a super chat. You gotta answer the question.
You
All right,
gotta
you gotta
answer
answer.
it, buddy, because he
Carrie.
gave us a super chat.
No, you
I'm
gotta
gonna have to
answer.
respectfully sit
No.
this one out.
Hey,
No.
no, fuck
because
that.
of my Falcons.
You need to
fan.
answer because we need a healthy debate on this. Because that bullshit you were saying in the chat, we needed to be right here for
I'm
everybody.
telling you right now.
You
Watch
won't
it.
go on
I
record
can-
saying that.
Bodie, I'll let you go to your answer first. Let me hear what y'all
Okay.
say first. Let me
It's
let me
like
hear
this.
what y'all got to say first.
Let me put this on y'all, bro. So, you know the Browns had like 13 quarterbacks in the last fucking 5 years, right? Damn near all of them are free agents. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had Jameis, they had Jacoby, they had
Let me take my headphones
you
off.
know, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, Jameis, Jacoby, like they had a lot of guys. We still, you know, Kurt is an option for obvious reasons. I mean, several obvious reasons. Because he's already here or whatever. It's a new regime. The old regime may have soured, whatever. Yeah, you can go on and on about that. His coach is what he has success with, blah blah blah. Okay. If I was to give my personal opinion about how this offseason would go and who our bridge quarterback is going to be, I would say, I would personally say that Kurt will be gone. Kirk Cousins will be gone. As I find my charger, Kirk Cousins will be gone, and we'll have to sign somebody like a Jameis, like a Jacoby, like a Joe Flacco. That's who I forgot to say too. He loves him some Joe Flacco. Obviously, he brought him in twice in Cleveland to help him out, and one year they had pretty good success because they made the playoffs. And even as soon as last year, Joe Flacco was tossing that bitch for Cincinnati. I would not hate Flacco because he knows the system. Like Phillip Rivers knew that system. It brought his old ass out of retirement and tried to help them do something, but they won nothing. So if I had to guess, it will not be Kirk because yes, he knows the coach, and yes, that's is what it is right there. But I think it's the Atlanta fan base that is pretty much done, and probably the Atlanta experiment. I think that's over. I think it's going to be a slew of the basic usual suspects, being Flacco, being Jacoby, Brissett, being Tyrod Taylor. I think he was in Cleveland too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember totally. Jameis said he'll never come here when he was with the Saints, but should never say never. I'll take Jameis. I don't give a shit. He can throw that bitch, and he's entertaining. And we don't need him for the whole season. So I don't know which one of those guys, but Stefanski has a relationship with all of them. So it could be any of those guys.
Mhm.
So it's early. It's early. but I don't think it'll be Kurt. I will say that. I do not think it'll be Kurt. If I had to bet money, I'll put money down right now. I don't think it'll be Kurt who will stay. Kurt's getting cut. He could come back on the cheap deal, but I don't think he will. So that's pretty much
Great
it.
answer. Great answer, Bodie 3000. Let's give Bodie a round of applause. Bodie mentioned the soundboard earlier. We do have a soundboard right here for Bodie 3000.
All right, it took you 30 seconds to press it, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
It did take him a little while, huh?
He couldn't find it, bro. Label your buttons. All right.
Who the hell is the producer of this show? Jesus.
Fuck you got going on?
Chat is live. Chat is lit. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Chat. First time here in the chat, please head over to YouTube and hit the like button. Comment if you'd like to ask questions right here as we do our questions from the chat segment before we wrap this thing on up. Had a great show today. DJ Dance with the super chat. Asking us,
what up, Jay Dance?
Who do y'all think would be the perfect stopgap quarterback until Penix is ready? Bodie 3000, great answer right there. Who would like to go next? Carrie or T Will?
T Will.
Miss Carrie, you go ahead.
All right, Jack it is.
Oh, Jack?
Oh, wait a minute. You're not getting
Yeah.
All right, Jack it is.
I think she want to bounce off of your answers. Jack, go.
I just want to hear what Carrie and T will have to say on this. It's just
all right.
it's
So
very
you're going
important
last,
that
right?
my
You're going
good
last.
friends, Miss Carrie, and of course T will answers this question because apparently I talk about the quarterback situation too goddamn much. So
You
I
literally
can't
do.
you do. Quarterback situation.
So Bodie, I'm gonna give you a little context here. We've been having a conversation about Penix and stop gaps, and suffice it to say, you know how Jack likes to gas people up a little bit, just like introduce a little chaos and then water it and water it and water it and stir it and stir it. He's been doing that to Carrie for like 2 weeks. Right?
So hold on, T Will. Hold on. Before you even get to that, Falcon fans in the chat. We talk about a lot of things on this channel.
Here it comes.
We talk about a lot of things off the air. What you guys don't hear is our conversations off the air. Me, Carrie, T Will, even Bodie jumping in now and there, here and there. We can have conversations for an hour, maybe. Today we talked for almost an hour and a half about the Falcons. We brought up different things. We brought up salary cap situation. We brought up free agents. We brought up players that might get released, players who they can sign. We went over free agent wide receivers, free agent tight ends, things that we didn't talk about on the channel here. We talk about some off air all the time. But one thing that Jack has been talking about a lot is the quarterback situation. Because
why is he referring to himself in third person?
I'm just so sorry.
Oh,
but at the end of the day, the quarterback situation is just as crucial as the head coach.
Okay.
And
here it comes.
I'm just going to let T Will continue from there because
no, buddy. All right, look. If you want to know who I mean, I'm okay. Look, Bodie brought up a lot of guys. My guy I would be Mac Jones, but I'm okay with Tyrod Taylor. I'm okay with Flacco. But to be different, I'll say I probably took Carrie's, so I shouldn't have done that. But I'll say Mac Jones and Tyrod Taylor. Carrie.
Wait, who's Terry's?
Oh, don't get on the short bus now, T Will. Explain your answer. Don't get on the. Oh, I'm just gonna go with Tyrod Taylor. Get up out of here, for the culture. You get up here. You
did not say for the culture. Of all people, you did not say for the. Okay.
All right. You're real quiet when we talk about these quarterbacks in the chat. Now it's your turn.
Tyrod, don't try my gangster. Tyrod Taylor is a decent backup. Flacco, like Bodie says, got an arm, man. He can sling it. And of all of the potential backups, to me, the best one is Mac Jones because Mac Jones can win. Will he fit inside Stefanski's system? Well, I mean, Kyle Shanahan runs a West Coast version. They're both similar, so I would assume he would. So for me, the ideal candidate for me would be Mac Jones. Right. Mm-hmm. However, if you trade for Mac Jones, he might want to start. And if he gets in there and starts to perform really well, then if Penix comes back 6 or 7 weeks later and we're 6-1, 7-0, you guys think Penix is starting?
Not for the chat to answer right now or for anybody to answer, but just to keep that in your head, just to keep that in your mind of where T. Will is going with this, because at the end of the day, it is a business. You're put here to win games. You're put here to keep the fans happy. And I can see where he's going with the Mac Jones situation. Miss Carrie, baby. DJ Dan would like to know who would be the perfect
I'm waiting for
quarterback
you.
This is really.
Who's yours? Kirk Cousins?
We all love Carrie.
All right, so
That's called baiting people. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's not baiting.
Rage baiting.
I'm talking about her. I'm not talking about you. I'm
Yeah,
talking about her.
yeah. I saw.
Go ahead.
We'll
Go ahead,
talk offline. We'll talk offline.
Go ahead, Carrie. Carrie's laughing right now. Go ahead, Carrie.
Carrie?
She'll be right back.
She's getting a call.
Carrie said she'll be right back.
She just texted me. She's getting a call.
Now you gotta go, Jack. Stop bullshit.
Do I have to, or can we just wait for Carrie?
No, well,
He took a call.
All right, so check this out here, Falcon fans. January 21st. It's hard to pinpoint who could be the starting quarterback here right now, looking at the list of backup quarterbacks that are available across the NFL this season. And let me tell you something, Falcon fans. If you haven't been paying attention to the backup quarterback situation, even the bridge quarterbacks who are available right now this year, it is pretty bad.
most of which who played for the Browns in the past 5 years.
Damn.
Right.
Wow.
Think about
it's
that.
pretty bad. So in a situation where, oh, look, Carrie's back. Carrie.
Keep going.
Are you sure? Okay. In a situation where you need somebody to come in and play for your franchise guy who is going into his third year, who the new head coach has not developed, who was drafted by your previous regime, general manager and head coach, that is not. Don't even know who the quarterback's coach is right now. We're over here talking about Tommy Reese, hopefully not even calling the plays. You have guys such as Daniel Jones, who's making around 14, 15 million. You got Aaron Rodgers, who doesn't know if he's getting ready to play. Russell Wilson, for God's sake, said no, he's only stopping in Atlanta to fly to a different city. You know, that's how it works here for Russell Wilson. He's not stopping here at all. Marcus Mariota, who you guys already saw, don't want here in Atlanta. Tyrod Taylor, Zach Wilson, Joe Flacco, which I think Bodie has brought in Joe Flacco up. And I think even for his age, could possibly be a decent stopgap quarterback.
So who did you say? Did you say Ritter or Cousins? Who was it?
I didn't say nobody. I'm just kind of going
I
over
said Ritter.
You know,
I'm waiting. Like
what I think.
Anticipation's killing me.
I love Desmond Ritter.
Trey Lance. Nobody's even calling for Trey Lance. Brandon Allen, Josh Johnson.
Hey, man,
Johnson.
if Kyle couldn't make Trey
guys.
Lance work, I'm good. I'm good on Trey.
Even for Malik Willis' situation, I understand Malik Willis had a rough start to his NFL career, but picked it up under Matt LaFleur. Did what he can do with, Jordan Love going down. Mac Jones would be a decent option. Does San Francisco want to let go of Mac Jones? Then you got to trade for Mac Jones too as well. So how could that work? But it's just Kevin Stefanski is here, and we need to win games. We do not know the timetable of Michael Penix right now. Do the Falcons know the timetable? Possibly.
I feel like you're not answering the question.
He's setting it up, Carrie.
Oh my gosh.
And you guys talked, and Carrie tells me that I be baiting her, that I be rage baiting.
Because why are you just going off and off? Like, come
because
on,
Carrie, I have to set it up here, Carrie. You just don't throw the alley-oop to yourself, Carrie. Sometimes, you just gotta, it just works, where Bodie went first, and then of course
he said the alley-oop, so he think this take is going in.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I think it's gonna win.
This better not be.
I'm just saying, even for the situation of finding a bridge quarterback, there's not too many that are available. Right. And of course, with the way the fan base reacted to the head coach, I'm sure they wouldn't be happy with bringing in a 42-year-old Joe Flacco
Okay,
or
so
bringing in a
that's
45-year-old Phillip Rivers.
So
Or
who's
even going to get Tua Tagovailoa that clearly saw that he had a bad run in Miami. And of course, Kyler Murray, who, as we joked about in the past, I don't even know if he studies the playbook. But when you have Matt Ryan in the front office, who played late into his career here in Atlanta, and you have a guy named Kevin Stefanski, who
My guy Dan
previously
probably went to
coached.
sleep by now.
Bro,
Wake your ass up, Bodie.
midnight. He's over here doing
Dan went to
And you
sleep
had
like,
Kevin
God.
Stefanski, and
The
you had
longest
Kevin
monologue
Stefanski,
ever. When
and
I
you had
was
Kevin
21,
Stefanski,
us.
it was a very good year.
who previously
38.
coached,
Jack, get to
who
the point.
previously coached,
Jesus. Get to
who
the
previously
Oh
coached
God.
He sound like it's Raheem Morris with the
in
post-
Minnesota
No, Raheem would be more entertaining.
You got to find a way to get to the point.
Get to
between
the
the
point,
years of
man.
2018
Find a way to win the game.
through 2020.
Online tuna says
Technically,
ban the
until-
filibuster.
Technically, until March 13th,
Oh
you
my
have a
God.
quarterback on your roster.
Oh my God.
Yes, you're going to have to cut him
He's
and
getting
ask
cut.
him to sign a new deal. But you also remember from Kevin Stefanski dealing with bad quarterback play in Cleveland for
Okay.
multiple years.
Sure, we know this. So
He
what
does also know that he helped Kirk Cousins go 96 touchdowns and 23 interceptions from 2018 to 2020. And guess what? Kirk
Wait,
Cousins is
2020,
still
like 6 years
on
ago?
the
No,
roster.
six-
Here
was
goes
that
Kerry.
6 years ago?
Can Jack get to what Jack is trying to say?
Okay, chat. So his answer is he's bringing back Kirk Cousins.
I didn't say
He's
you were
running
bringing
it
back Kirk Cousins. I
You
said
just-
one of your options could
glazing him right
possibly
now.
be Kirk Cousins if he does sign a new deal. And know that the timetable for Penix is going to be longer than we think. Nobody said Penix is coming back week 1, week 2 right now because
Okay.
nobody knows.
What is going on?
But if Penix is coming back week 7, week 8, week 9, does anybody think
no, that's not
Kevin
the question.
Stefanski,
That's not
does
the
anybody
question.
think Kevin Stefanski in his first year, after all the back and forth from the culture here in Atlanta that didn't even want him
that
here,
he doesn't
is
care
going
about,
to go in with
that
a
he doesn't care
quarterback
about, right? By the way,
who is going
Jack,
to
you
go
just pivoted more than
with
P.
a
Diddy's lawyer.
quarterback who
Jesus,
doesn't know
man.
he can win games.
actually
with.
crazy.
Pivot.
Yuri said it. Yuri said it right here. If Kirk was cheap, I'd bring him back.
Pivot.
One of
So-
the names,
Kirk
one
is
of the
not
names
cheap.
that
That's
will
the
be
problem.
discussed. DJ Dance, we appreciate your super chat. But
Did you
DJ
answer
Dance,
the
I'm gonna let you know
So
right
the
now.
answer is
Did you
Kirk
answer
Cousins
the
is the
names
perfect
that
stopgap.
will be discussed at this table with Matt Ryan and Kevin Stefanski is a guy Kevin used to coach
Oh,
in Minnesota, and his name is Kirk Cousins.
thank
I
you.
also said
Finally
I'm
there
got
just putting it out there, but you
13
have to
other
get,
guys
you have
that
to
Kirk
get
used
Kirk
to coach.
on a new deal. You
Correct.
cannot keep
Correct.
him in the
Correct.
situation that he is. But remember, Falcon fans, Kirk threw 96 touchdowns and 23 interceptions with Kirk Frost Cousins.
When was
I ain't
that?
gonna
I'm
fucking lie
sorry.
to you.
Before COVID? I'm sorry. Was that before
I'm dropping the
COVID?
mic. I'm dropping the mic.
6 years ago?
Look, I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. If I was a Falcons, I wouldn't pay Kirk Cousins another
Jack is
fucking
dropping
dollar.
the mic. Oh my God.
Personally.
He's dropping the mic.
He's,
Oh wow.
he's literally over here twerking for Kirk Cousins.
Oh my God. You look like
Twerking
Peter
his
from
snaps
Family
from
Guy when you
before
did that.
COVID.
Peter.
Yeah. He also had success with Joe Flacco too.
I swear he has.
More recently than Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
So-
by the way. I
So,
think
hey,
Kirk Cousins, he's
guys.
on his cousin's payroll or something.
In
I'm
all
just
seriousness,
saying, I'm
if
not
the Falcons
Kirk
cut him
Cousins-
on
I'm
March
not the
13th
biggest Kirk
and
Cousins
bring him
fan.
back for like
I'm looking at
15
Kevin
or 20
Stefanski's
million.
first year as a head coach. 2027, you can draft the guy if you want to. but you're going into the third year of Michael Penix, and I'm a big fan of Michael Penix. You're going into the third year of Michael Penix.
It's really not. Don't let
You
him lie
have
to you.
not developed Michael Penix.
Lie to you.
You have not developed Michael Penix.
Thank you.
Don't
Please highlight Mark Cheney's comment. Obama was still
even if you
president.
get to preseason week 3.
Obama was president when these stats happened that you're talking about.
And guess what, Mark Cheney? He's still on the roster. He's still here.
He's gonna play like
Oh no,
He's
he wasn't.
still
That was
here.
My bad. So he wasn't. Sorry.
Mark Cheney, he is still here.
that doesn't.
I'm just
but
saying,
the point
I'm
is,
not-
Jack, that's
hold on,
not
hold
the
on.
same Kirk Cousins. Like that was.
Jack
wasn't
is
he
not
6 years
saying
ago
that
before-
Kirk
Jack
is
is
going
not
to
saying
be
third
the
person
starter.
again.
I'm
Jack
saying
is not saying.
Jack is not saying that Kirk
wow.
is going to be the starter.
Oh wow.
I'm saying the conversation will be had at the table with Matt Ryan, who played late in his
All
career,
right. Since when did
here
you
in
become a
Atlanta,
politician?
and a
Because
coach
that wasn't
who
the
coached
question.
the same guy who
We
has
gotta
a
refund
locker
our guy
right
Dance
there in that
Machine.
locker room.
We
That's
gotta
all I'm
give
saying.
him a refund because this is crazy.
Who is my ideal guy? You want to know who Jack is? I'll go with Mac Jones. I'm a
We
big.
wanted to know
Poor
15
Dance
minutes
Machine.
ago.
This
We
poor Dance
wanted to
I'll go
know
Mac
15
Jones.
minutes ago.
I
He
rock-
really did
I rock
ask
with
this
Mac
question
Jones.
so
I rock with
long
Mac
ago.
Jones.
I feel bad
I
for
rock
the
with Mac
guy.
Jones.
I
But then
feel
again,
like
San Francisco might not give up.
She
Mac.
said, "Give him a refund."
I feel
Bad
like
for the guy. He's like, I'm never gonna give this channel a super check.
I feel like you were testifying before the Senate committee or something. Like Jack Spade, did you really sneak those guns across the border? Like you took 15 minutes to give an answer that
He gave a deliberation.
I told y'all I didn't want to answer. I told y'all it's gonna take me a show to really get this.
And
over.
this, I yield the floor.
Matter of fact, I totally forgot.
And Jack, you referred to yourself
forgot.
in third person like
I should have given myself a round of applause.
Oh my God. You're a narcissist. Oh my God. Oh my.
I do want to know. I do want to know why he thinks that the stats before COVID of Kirk Cousins and Stefanski relates
Down this road again.
7 years later. Like I do want to.
Bodie, we had
I
this
don't.
conversation yesterday of
He's
Joe
coping.
Flacco's stats in Cleveland versus Kirk's stats in Atlanta.
Shit, that was just
Kirk
2
was
years ago, buddy.
728 yards less than Joe Flacco and had more wins than Joe Flacco and played less games.
With a much better roster.
With
What
an even worse OC,
Look,
apparently, if everybody's talking about Zach Robinson. I'm just saying.
You also tried to compare records, and you can't do records.
Bodie, I went off of if
trust me,
Kirk
we already got
played
into
one
this.
full season here, he was 11-6.
Don't even do
Even
that.
after the
because
injury.
Jack
That's
thinks
playoffs if you keep him right here. For
Jack
one
thinks
season.
wins and losses
Just-
are quarterback stats, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't even entertain
That
I'm
don't
going
matter.
off of
You
what
can't
he-
go. You can't go
It's a
off
business.
of. He was trying to talk about Penix. I remember you saying yesterday we was talking. You were saying Penix record is this, but and Flacco's record is this. And you can't go off of that. That shit don't matter.
I want to win
That
games.
shit don't matter.
I want to win
Does
games.
not matter.
I'm ready for Penix to
Ask
come
Joe
back.
Burrow
But
if
as
that
a fan,
matters.
I don't know his timetable right now. And I know a first-year head coach who played with Shadur and Dylan Gabriel and 11 other quarterbacks is not coming in here his first year and saying,
Jack.
we can sign the guy from Walmart. He'll get us 4 or 5 games until Penix come back. You might as well go ahead and take your season tickets in right
I
now.
think we should move on because now our channel has been reported.
Oh my God. Carrie, I tell you.
Oh.
God, I swear, Carrie.
I
was-
didn't say it. The chat has spoken. They're reporting the
That-
show.
All right, you
That
know
was
what? All right, you
painful.
know what? All right, just bring back Desmond Ridder at this point. Just go ahead and bring back Desmond
I
Ridder.
love Desmond.
That's what you guys want. That's what you
Look,
guys want.
that 15-minute conversation was painful to listen to.
I mean,
Yes, it was.
Because
Yes,
like,
it
we took
was.
up enough spots for both of us.
Yeah, that was.
Look at Yuri
yeah.
said, game manager Kirko with his boy Kokski. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh
man.
my gosh, how embarrassing.
Yuri's black. You know Yuri rides
Smile.
nothing but black trucks, man.
Why?
You already
That
know
made me
Yuri's
warm up
VIP,
the food.
man. Big shout out to Yuri in the chat, man. I'm just saying. But Carrie, who's your go-to break stop quarterback until Penix gets back?
Mac Jones or Malik Willis. Next. All right. That's it. That's all I'm gonna give you because I feel so bad.
See how
for
quick
the
that
damn-
was? See how quick that she didn't even refer to herself in third person.
That's it.
See how quick that was?
That's it.
The problem is, yeah, okay, you want me to give a description? I think Malik Willis, he wanted to play for the Falcons. He has Georgia roots. Makes sense. The problem is he's going to be highly coveted. But he's going to be a free agent, so he won't cost you any like equity as far as trade picks or trading picks to another team like a Mac Jones would. So that's the issue. Mac Jones will be number one, obviously, because like you said, he can win you games. He has the best stats out of him, Mac Jones, Flacco, any of the names mentioned. Tua, which that's insane that's even being thrown out there. We're not trading for Tua.
No, Tua.
No way. So yeah, I would love personally, I'd love Mac Jones like T-Will knows. I'll prefer Mac Jones because he's shown that he can, get the stats that you need, the touchdowns, the yardage, everything. He can get the ball to the receivers. He filled in really good for Brock Purdy. My thing is I don't see them wanting to come up off him. Like, to me, the reason why they still were in the playoffs is because he filled in very seamlessly while Brock Purdy was out. So I don't see that happening. Obviously, you're going to have to trade a pick for him when we're already missing a first-round pick. So it's going to be interesting to see what route they want to go. If they want to go a cheap veteran option or they want to go a young guy like a Mac Jones or Malik Willis. I would like that option because they're younger and they offer higher upside and also competition for Penix. So that's my quick answer. Hopefully that was like a minute and a half.
And Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I hope everybody's having a good time here tonight. Questions
Please
from the
don't
chat.
unsubscribe after all that, please.
We just gained as soon as I mentioned Kirk Cousins, we just gained 20 subscribers. So big shout out to everybody in the chat who's in here
This
listening.
guy's really
watching.
hyping Kirk Cousins in the big 2026.
I'm not hyping somebody who is. We mentioned Buddy before. Kevin's buddy is number 18 for
Are
3
they
years.
buddy, or are they just working relationship?
I mean, you tell me.
I mean, if that's your favorite, that's just your
relationship.
favorite. But
If we're going off
favorite.
of Tommy Reed's buddy, or just working relationship.
All I know is if we really bring back Kirk Cousins, you better give him a very cheap deal. I'm not giving Kirk Cousins no $20 million.
I'm not giving him that either. But if he reworks a deal and they get him to rework a deal, then it's very much so possible.
They just need to cut him and then make him sign a cheap deal.
Right.
Deal.
That's all it is.
And
but he's also knowing he's not coming back to be a bench player. He's coming back to start.
That's what I'm saying.
If he loses you games like he did previously, then yeah, he's going to be a bench player.
I mean, he went 11-6. I mean, for his 2 years.
Again, he didn't. No, again, he didn't win you any games outside of October or against Tampa Bay. What are we doing here,
guys? We got a super chat from @DanceMachine 555 for $1.99.
Damn, Dan, you still awake?
I know,
After
right?
all that?
I know. I was going to sleep myself. Thank God he jumped in here.
Wait till you guys see the Carrie and Jack show coming later this year. It's coming Carrie and Jack show.
That's
coming
out
later this year. We're working on it right now. We're working on the
Carrie
time
said, "Hell
today.
no."
Carrie, we're working on
Carrie
the time
said, "You ain't
today.
gonna run my blood pressure up."
Exactly. We might have the roast of Jack Spain.
We're working on the time and the day, but it's
right.
coming, ladies and
That's what
gentlemen.
happened last time I was here. We was roasting the shit out of him.
Kyle
was getting
Trask.
Remember
upset.
his microphone? Oh my gosh. I wish he did not delete that show. That was the funniest show ever.
You deleted that?
He did. He deleted it.
I have
Oh, you damn sucker! You
All right, we're gonna go ahead
goddamn.
and get ready to wrap this show on up here.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. This guy.
We already hit the 2 hour mark
He
here.
can't.
Hold on.
You didn't even say Super Jack, chat.
Answer.
Super chat.
You keep talking about that old show.
Every
we
time they
just go ahead
say
and
super
hit-
chat, Carrie.
You keep talking about that old show. We just
That's
gonna go ahead and
hilarious.
hit end the stream right here. That's all you're gonna see.
You didn't check. You have to say
Look.
Super chat.
Hey, you already know,
Answer-
man. Big shout out to the super chat in the building. DJ
Don't
Dance
take
once
30
again.
years to answer Dan questions.
Kyle Trask was on our practice squad and never had a chance. There's a lot of players who was on the practice squad and never have a chance. I was glad to see some of the roster moves that they did today to bring back some players. Chris Blair is back in the building. Joshua Simon is back in the building
Oh, they did that
too
like
as
a
well.
while ago.
Carlos Washington, the running back, is back in the building too as well.
Jack, that's old news.
Look,
Something to look forward to.
But
So
all
I
that
say
to
with
say,
the
can you please give me my flowers because I literally said this exact thing like on our call earlier today. Don't act like I didn't say this.
you did say Kyle Trask.
Because you were over here bringing up what's the boy's name? You said, "Oh, we could just start." What's the guy's name? Go ahead, say it. What's his name?
Oh, you talking about Emery?
No, not Emery. What's
Oh, you talking
Um,
about Easton Stick?
yeah.
Easton Stick. You said, "Oh, we could start Easton Stick," and I said, "At that
A
point, I would like
bridge
to see
quarterback? Y'all looking
yeah."
for a
Almost
bridge? We'll
choked.
get Easton Stick.
And I said,
Almost
at
choked.
that point, I'd rather see Kyle Trask. I literally said that to him today.
Hey, look, there's some people that mentioned Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's not really a bridge quarterback. He's coming here. You already know what's going to happen, but he's not coming to
Who
Atlanta.
said
So.
Joe
Burrow's not
Burrow?
coming
No
here.
one
There were some fans. We talked
shut
about.
up. No one said that.
There were
they're
some
gonna say
fans.
everybody. They're gonna
There were
say
some
Tua. They're
fans that
gonna
are
say Kyler
mentioning.
Murray. They're gonna say
Right.
a whole
You know why
bunch
they're
of people.
mentioning all these names? Because nobody has a timetable on when Penix is returning. Even John Michael said today, hey, the Falcons should just take Tua on a $5 million deal. They ain't got to worry about the expense afterwards. They can just go after Tua. And as we lead up to March 13th, you're going to see more and more and more
That's
reports
fine,
of
but
people
saying
who
Joe
want the
Burrow,
Falcons to go after specific quarterbacks because Kevin Stefanski is coming here after bad quarterback play where he came from to come over here, and the franchise guy doesn't have a timetable.
But the
Just
oh,
way
saying.
you say
are
bad
you saying
quarterback play,
are you saying we're the
um,
Atlanta Browns? I think Maggie T said that in
Maggie said we're
champions.
the Atlanta Browns.
she
Remember the
did
Julio
say
Jones
That
trade
sounded
too, as
like
well, was
the
with Cleveland
Atlanta
a couple of years ago.
the
Browns.
way
Remember the Julio Jones trade?
no, the way you say bad quarterback play. You say it like it's just on the quarterback, and like the quarterback had pieces and he didn't produce. Like those quarterbacks in Cleveland had nothing around them. Like
That's
you have
true.
to realize that, except for
That's true.
Baker that year they won. They had Landry and Odell, and they had a team Chubb and
So
Hunt and those guys.
let's
But
go get Dylan
those other
Gabriel.
quarterbacks had nothing.
So let's go get
Dylan
Dylan
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
All right, in the stream, in the stream, in the stream,
I mean, you're
in the
talking about the
goddamn
bad
stream.
quarterback play. They ain't had nobody around them. They got some weapons over here. Let's go get Dylan
Nobody.
Gabriel, Bodie.
That's my point. They when
Nobody
you
is calling for these guys. Nobody wants
Dylan
these guys
Gabriel,
here in
Who's
Atlanta.
calling for Kirk Cousins? Nobody
I'm just
either.
you're
So
throwing out
you're the
names
only one in
that
Atlanta
are
calling for
trying
Kirk
to
Cousins.
literally,
fit
he's
the
the
piece
only
to the
one.
puzzle of who could be the bridge quarterback here. If we're looking for
After
somebody
all
just to
that shit,
fill in
I
for Michael
recall a
Penix,
certain bald head guy who was sitting on maybe this podcast. I can't totally remember. Who, when Kurt, kind of took his ball and got pissed off and played with those injuries, it rubbed somebody the wrong way. You know what
It
I'm
really
Jake
saying?
did,
Browning,
man. It really did. But you know what? You know what,
Gardner
Bodie?
Minshew,
Time and circumstance, bro. You know what I
Carson
mean?
Wentz.
And at the end of the day, it's about the name on the front. Okay? Hey, bro, I play chess,
Listen,
not checkers. Okay? Players come and players go. Allegiances and agendas change. And,
I
sometimes
mean,
you may have to deal with the Kirk Cousins. Just
look at
Kurt
saying.
is
this.
not.
Look at
I
this.
bet money Kurt don't come
Online
back.
Saying I
tuna.
low-key look like a black Kevin Stefanski.
Online tuna. Oh, you over here roasted. Online tuna. Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, wow.
Online tuna. Justin Fields.
Justin Fields an option. Yeah,
Mark
he's
Chaney.
from Georgia.
Where's Tyler Heineke at?
I'm about to throw up.
Online tuna say you might as well go ahead and get Andre Iguodala at this point. The
Excuse
bridge
me,
quarterback is
I'm
just
about to
not.
go Earl.
That's it. Where's Cam Newton at this point with these names?
The
Oh,
bridge
wow.
quarterback is
Oh,
just
wow.
not something
Cam
that is
always wanted to be
flashy.
a Falcon.
It's not something
Yeah.
that people are going to sit there and say, "Oh, the Falcons got this guy at bridge quarterback. They're going to go out there and win the division." You got to get somebody who Kevin Stefanski trusts. It's not about just bringing somebody in and just saying, "We're going to keep you till week 6, 7, or 8 when Penix comes back. If you win some, you lose some. It is what it is. I'll still keep my job." That man is
Look,
trying to come over here
way-
and make some noise in his first year. And you know what's going to happen? Don't let me get started on 2027.
This is
Don't
the last
let
thing.
me
This is the
get
last thing I'm gonna say on
started
this shit.
on
No,
27.
Jack.
Put the mic
Jack,
down.
no.
Your breath stinks.
Oh,
Jack.
There's the last thing I'm gonna say about this subject. Okay, I think that the Falcons bring in a backup quarterback, a bridge quarterback that will understand that he ain't the goddamn starter when Penix is fully healthy. That is not Kirk. because Kirk still want to start today. Like he wants to go somewhere and start today. I don't think that's Kirk Cousins. I don't think that's Tua. I don't think that's Kyler. They're still starters, if you ask me. I think their coaching fucked them over. But it's going to be a backup-ish S type guy, or it could be a guy who wants to come back home, like a Malik Willis or a Justin Fields. It could be one of those guys. That's what the hell is going to be. That's what I think.
All right,
So
just give me Jameis at this point. Like at
yeah,
least if we're losing, the vibes will
Talk
be
about
high.
throwing
the
up.
vibes will be up, boy. I
No,
want to eat some fucking W's with
I'm
Jameis.
gonna be eating W's and T Will's gonna eat some W's and he's gonna like it. I'm
I
telling you.
ain't. Let me. Hey, if you saw that show, you would not be talking about eating W's, and you know what I'm talking about. That dude is weird.
I love that dude.
Weird.
That motherfucker can throw the. He can throw the rock. He can throw the rock.
Bodie, do me a
He
favor.
made plays last year.
I'm not saying that.
He's a damn good receiver too. I know you saw that shit.
And every speech he gives goes viral. Like he will be there for the vibes.
You need Bodie. You need to go and see what Gerald McCoy had to say about him because that dude's weird. Okay, and it's about that eat the W speech because you guys have the abridged version. The full version is weird. He's weird. Okay, it's weird. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying, everybody loves him. He's a national treasure.
Because they don't
great.
know him. It's weird. Anyway.
He's
whatever.
great. Yeah, Jerry McCoy's a hater too. He hates the Falcons. Fuck him.
Okay. I just listen to what he had to say about Jameis. Just listen to it. You can Google it on YouTube.
Hey, do you think that the team does the 2021 route and sign a lot of players on one-year deals since the funds are limited to fill out the roster and keep key pieces? We can clear money. We can clear money. I think there's money to be cleared. There's people to be cut, and there's money to be cleared. So, yeah.
Yuri's funny. Yuri says need that pick of T. Will and Jameis to happen at training camp. Oh my God. Oh wow.
Hey, if we sign Jameis and he end up being the guy, what you gonna say, T. Will? What you gonna do?
What can I say?
You're gonna support him.
Well, hey, it's about the name on the file. I have no choice but to support him.
He gonna be a training camp. Hey, Jameis. Hey.
Nah. I will not. I can promise you, you will not see that.
You're muted, and you probably should stay that way. All right, it's my show now. Thank you guys. It's been a great show.
Oh wow!
It is now midnight, 13 minutes after midnight.
I had no
It's
idea it was muted.
the quiet storm. I know your ass was talking the whole time. Shut up.
I
Mute
had
yourself again.
no idea
It's
this
the
thing was
quiet
muted.
storm with Bodie,
Jack told me
Terry,
this
and
was-
Terry.
Bodie, Jack told me this was going to be a 1 hour show, and we're currently at 2 hours and 3 minutes, and I think an hour and 3 minutes of it was him answering dancing machines.
Oh wow!
Oh my god!
Hey, give her a wow, Jack. She deserves a wow for that. That was pretty good. Give her a wow. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I still can't believe the way you danced around that question. That was
Bruh, he asked a simple question. Well, let me tell you, the Pythagorean theorem. When they came over on the Maybach on the Mayflower, I took the top off the Maybach. Quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. Hey,
I gave an answer. It's for DJ Dan's super chat because DJ Dan is a supporter of the One Time for the Fan Show. Big shout out to DJ Dan. We really appreciate the super
I ain't gonna
chat.
lie, I don't even know what the fuck
It
you
was
saying.
better than somebody's answer. I was just like, oh, we just gonna get this person. We up out of here. What is that about? The fans want to hear what's going on in our minds. We got to tell them what is going on. That's why I said I didn't want to answer the question because I told them I can do a whole nother podcast on this situation.
All right, I'm like a sleepy baby now. I'm not gonna lie to you, my baby.
Tony Hall, man, I think the Falcons do bring back some of their players for depth. You have some players coming back from injury. A couple people that you can look at, even Contavious Street, Laquel London, a couple guys that can help you build this roster. and we can move this thing in the right direction. Money wise, cap wise, you got to let go of some people that I think fans started to begin to like. Might have to trade a guy
who's
that I
that?
think fans are even talking about. Say that he
I can
fell
give you
off.
some
He
guys we
Ask.
need
fell
to
off.
let
Should I
go.
even ask?
Huh?
You said we have to get rid of some players that fans have grown to like, but I was like, I wanted to know who exactly are you referring to, but then I'm like, should I even ask? Because we might
I
go off
mean,
tangent.
I mentioned it today. You want to
Well, a
get? I
Pythagorean theory.
I mentioned it today. You can get $8 million off just cutting 2 or 3 players, and people was like, "Nah, don't cut him. We can't cut him. We need him." It's a business, we got to get that salary cap. We got to get that money. That
Oh,
cap room got
okay.
to grow.
So
But
we cut some
I,
of your boys, or no?
I ain't cutting none of my boys. I'm just saying in general.
not your boys, huh? You got to keep them dudes, huh?
None of my
I
guys.
think you know what I think. I think this rookie. Excuse me. I think this rookie class is going to be very important.
Right.
Again, like I think it's from all of the picks are going to be very important because they're going to have to play again. Because we might have to cut a couple guys to clear some cap, and it's just and to re-sign a couple of those key free agents and make sure we're good for the future. So I see Caden Ellis coming back personally
That's the first
because
move you have to
they
make is
built
going after
something.
Caden Ellis.
They built something. That's the most important thing. Unless you're just gonna trust the process and let Caden walk and then go draft a guy. But shoot, like Caden is home. He's made like he's proven. So I don't know.
Falcon fans, I think, would feel much
It's so
better if
early.
Caden Ellis is
It's
one
so
of
early.
their re-signs this year. Like if they can bring Caden Ellis back, I think Falcon fans will feel good about the defensive side of the ball. And of course, AJ, you got to get somebody on the other side of him. These things right here, we're going to have time to talk about in upcoming podcasts for One Time for the Fan. We spent a lot of time these past couple days with Kevin Stefanski, with Matt Ryan, even with the Jeff Ulbrich resigning too as well. A lot of time on the staff of the Atlanta Falcons. I think coming up, we're going to have to switch over and go to the roster with the Atlanta Falcons because, like I said, some players are going to be out the door. Some new players are going to be coming in the door. And we really have to start, building back this team. Smooth season, the chat said, any chance we get comp picks for the draft? I don't think we get any comp picks this year, right, T-Will? We don't get no comp picks. No, we just got the 5 picks, I think, this year, which I think if you trade back in the second round from where you're sitting right now, you can pick up some additional pieces too as well, even trading a third round and moving down. You just don't have to select your pick right there in the first pick. What is it, 43, 44? I forget what their pick is in the second round. You can trade back and go back to 50-something and grab a guy that you want. That's why you just don't circle one guy when it goes to the war room for the draft night. But of course, Falcon fans, it's been a great show. It's been an amazing show here with Bodie 3000, full proof in the building. T-Will, former ATL Sports, One Time for the Fan. And it's amazing, when you bring together some good people who talk Falcons football in a respectful manner, what this show can be. And I'm sure enough that we'll definitely be back together on the channel again real soon. Might be a pop-up podcast coming up tomorrow, of course. With the weather situation, I do want to get this squared away. T will inform me today that there's supposed to be a big snowstorm or something that's supposed to be happening, or some ice storm or freezing weather is going to be
Calling
happening.
it a winter storm.
It's whatever it is, it might be affecting some of us in some of our areas that we are here in Georgia. And we definitely want to say, stay safe this weekend. But we do have some special guests lined up to be on the podcast, and
weather permitting,
right? If weather's permitting too, as well. We'd love to get these special guests on with you all, and I think y'all going to be super happy when y'all see some of these special guests because we have 2 people that's going to be on the show for the very first time for One Time for the Fans. So that'll be really cool to have these folks on coming to the podcast, but we just want to confirm some things again. We did confirm that they will be on the podcast, but we just got to look at the weather arrangements too as well, and of course working and the schedule, because the weather can throw off some things if it hits early Friday or even if it hits Sunday too as well. So we just want to confirm some things. We'll get back to you all. Next week, Wednesday, I know we can confirm this, T-Well. We can put this one out. Next week, Wednesday, we have Eric Parker, who's going to be joining us. Eric's been on T-Will's little brother. Y'all know who Eric is, man. Eric Parker, diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. All over social media. You guys know, probably see them in the stadium too. He's always in his seat. He don't care what the situation is. He don't care what day of the week the Falcons play. He's always in the bins, in his seat, talking Falcons football. So Eric Parker will be joining us next week, Wednesday. And of course, we have two other special guests that's going to be joining us too as well coming up. So another super chat in here with Raymond Collins. Big shout out to Raymond Collins with the super chat. Bodie. Super chat. Yeah, we in here talking Falcons football the right way. Big shout out to Raymond.
Bodie ready to go to sleep, man. Come on, Jack. Bodie ready to go to sleep. He about to fall asleep on camera. Come on.
Bodie can go to sleep, man. This ain't 4-4 proof, man. One time we go to 2 in the morning.
Wow. This guy.
I'll show you 30 to 40 minutes.
Falcon fans, man, this is what it's all about, man. But Raymond Collins,
yeah, it is, Jack. He go to 404 proof now. He can't go 2-3 hours anymore.
The jokes.
Y'all started him with 4 or 5 hours. Now, he's a celebrity now. He can't.
It's what it's about. It's what it's about, though. Just the jokes, the laughs, the
can't
fellowship.
Go 2-3 hours.
Talking Falcons, and
shout out Raymond Collins.
Letting fans
happy birthday,
know
Raymond.
How much we. Happy birthday to you, Raymond Collins.
Enjoy yourself, brother.
55 in the building. It's big here, Falcon fans, when we can do this 3 nights a week. And of course, we're getting ready to pick up the pace here with One Time for the Fan with some more shows. We talked about it today. I think fans are super excited about the podcast, and we need to go ahead and take it to the next level. So with that being said, man, let's get to our shout outs so we can go ahead and wrap this show on up and get up out of here. Bodie 3000, man. Let's get to the shout outs with you, sir, man. Your friends, your family, everybody you want to go ahead and give a shout out to. The floor is yours, sir.
Of course, shout out to God. Start out with him, man. All things happen through God. Shout out to my family. It's been going through everything that, all the busyness that I've been doing. Been away from One Time for the Fan. My family has just been so supportive and so caring. So my wife, everybody, my kids. Shout out to everybody tune in tonight. Y'all look great. Y'all deal with our mess and our hot takes. Well, I wouldn't even say our. I talk truth. Anyway, yeah, man, and just shout out to Terry and you, brother. I see you grinding. Keep grinding. We grinding together. Of course, one of these days I have to jump on your show. Or you want to
gotta have you on my show, man. I've been thinking about. I'll talk to you offline, but I've really been thinking about a show that we can do. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So shout out to you, Terry. Shout out to Jack, man. Shout out to you, for real though, brother. Shout out to you. I ain't got nothing bad to say about you and your hairline tonight, but
oh man,
or lack thereof.
Oh wow.
But nothing bad. That if I had to say something, it'd be like, hey, 6 a.m. Don't forget your rake. But I ain't gonna say that. It's cool. A lot of leaves.
Gatorade, Jack.
Yeah, don't forget the cucumber Gatorade too. When you drink that nasty shit. Anyway, yeah. And last time you was at my house, you spilled a lot of hot dog water on the porch. Next thing you bring a pressure. Next you bring a pressure washer to get that shit off my porch. Goddamn ants. Ants came out in the winter. Can you believe it?
Bruh.
I would say all of that, but I just leave it all simple. Happy to be here. Happy to be back. I'll be jumping on some shows throughout the summer. I'll probably be on the draft show. That's a every year thing. And that's it, man. That's it. Oh yeah, no, that's not it. Shout out to 404 Proof, my podcast brethren, Boo Man and Bird. Everybody subscribe to 404 Proof podcast on YouTube. Be coming out with the audio versions on Spotify and Apple Music and all of that stuff soon. So you can go back and listen to all the. I know that's a different audience, so yeah, that's it.
Falcon fans, hit that like button for Bodie 3000 in the building. One time for the fan. Of course,
404
Proof
on
going
YouTube.
down in a major way. 404 Proof
Check
on
us out,
YouTube.
man.
Make sure you reach out to Bodie 3000 on social media. Of course, you'll be seeing Bodie a few times if the check clears here on One Time for the Fan in the offseason. If it doesn't, then just reach out to him and find out why
Tell this
the
man
check
to
didn't
stop.
clear.
Tell this man he spent all his money on goddamn weedy
On golf.
supplies and shit.
On
And
golf.
for golf.
On
Hey.
board.
For golf.
Oh, golf, man. Hey, it's not
404.
404 Proof with the numbers. I got the golf terms. 404 golf in the golf terms. So big shout out to 404 Proof over there.
You
doing
gotta
big
say
things.
it like they be saying it. 404.
You got to do it when you play golf, man. Usually that's what happened with Country when he's hitting the ball because you got to make sure people are off the course. Big shout out to T. Will, former ATL Sports, One Time for the Fan, Bodie 3000, Miss Carrie. I'm sure her shout outs would have been like, thank you, Chad. Thank you, family. Thank you, everybody who supports One Time. And of course, thank you, everybody who rocks with Carrie. And T. Will, former ATL Sports, One Time for the Fan, man. What are your shout outs? Because we had a great show here today. Another one of those shows where we say, man, we're going to be here for an hour, but sure enough, it goes longer than an hour. Now we have a pop-up show probably coming up tomorrow and a Friday show that we're working on right now just in case this weather situation goes crazy. And look, T-Will has hair. So go right ahead, T-Will.
First and foremost, Bodie, I want you to know, man, I'm so proud of you. I remember we talked about a year and a half ago, and I think you were just kind of starting out your channel and you were trying to figure some stuff out. And you know what? You were true to yourself. You went, you organized something, you built it. It's your brainchild. It's your baby. I think it's authentic, man. And I think it's you. And I know you're having a great time. And I just want you to know, man, I'm proud of you. I could not be more proud, man. And I'm happy.
I appreciate that.
Not a problem, sir. 404. So check him out if you can on YouTube. You probably should drop your link in
the chat.
In the chat, Bodie, if you can.
Can I do that?
Guys, yeah, of course you should be able to do that. But hey, to everybody who joined us, we thank you. We appreciate you. Everybody in the chat, thank God. Number one, thank you guys for dealing with us, like Bodie said, for 2 hours and 17 minutes. An hour of which was Jack's answer or non-answer to that question, by the way. But anyway, hey, everybody who joined us, thank you. Thank God for giving us and, shooting us, putting you guys in our path. Thank God for waking me up this morning. Just thank God for everything. You can see me at For My ATL Sports 1 if you like ATL Sports. If you like movies, TV shows, you can see me at For My ATL Movies 1. And last but not least, you can see me at One Time for the Fan. Jack, it's on you, sir.
One Time for the Fan. Let's see. What did Bodie just do?
He dropped.
No, he sent something, but he sent it to the wrong.
He sent it
channel.
in the wrong one.
Yeah, he's still learning how to use phones, people. He just got out a couple weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe.
I'll
But
drop
I just dropped Bodie's link right here in the chat for everybody that wants to go watch
drop
it. You can head to YouTube and just type in full proof. Like you see it right there. They got some great content too as well. Boo Man and Bird, you guys seen on the channel before for those that's been here for a while. We had Boo Man on draft night with us. I think Boo Man talked with us for almost an hour and some change talking about Falcons football. Tony Hall's in the chat too as well. Congratulations to Andrew Jones and the Atlanta Hawks for the big win tonight. Bodie, we just dropped it in the chat for you, the link for full proof. And of course, everybody hit full proof up on YouTube. Like I said, you guys already saw man, and I think Bird has been on the channel before too as well. I can't remember But I know Boo Man's been on here a couple times, and Boo Man can talk Falcons football too as well. So I'll be glad if Bodie can get the crew over here to talk some Falcons football with us coming up this off season, because we have a lot going on with One Time for the Fan. And, One Time for the Fan is from the fan for the fan. And we'd love to have, the full proof come over here and let us know what they feel about Kevin Stefanski and this Tony Rees and Bill Callahan. We didn't get a chance to talk much about Bill Callahan tonight. Big offensive lineman coach, probably one of the best in the league too as well. So big shout out.
I don't think we talked about him because he's proven track record of being one of the greatest.
Right.
So it's not much to be said about Bill Callahan. It's a great pickup.
Right.
Point blank period.
Some of our worries and concerns did spend a lot of time on Tommy Rees and what his role may be here in Atlanta with the Falcons. And of course, being the OC, it's a big position when you got a guy named Zach Robinson, who was there beforehand, and Zach might be heading down to Tampa, so we might be able to see Zach 2 times a year too as well. So I'm guessing with Baker Mayfield down there, he's probably gonna go to Zach Robinson and be like, "Tell me everything you know about this D-led guy. He's my enemy,
my mortal enemy."
Right. So, Falcon fans, hit that like, share, and subscribe button, man. We'd love to see y'all back again on the next podcast. Big shout out to the fam. Big shout out to Bodie. Big shout out to Kerry. Big shout out to T-Will. Big shout out to everybody who's just supporting One Time for the Fan. And we will definitely see y'all again. Oh, matter of fact, don't forget, y'all. If y'all are loving the podcast, what you can do is just drop a rise up in the chat. I know we had a great conversation talking about a few things around the NFL when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons, but just drop a rise up in the chat if you guys had a good time here talking Falcons football with us. 'Cause at the end of the day, we're all Falcon fans, and we're going to get this thing right. We're going to get this thing right together. So big shout out to everybody here. For Bodie, Kerry, T-Will, we are up out of here. Rise up, everybody.